Look, Clarence, mate, it doesn't matter how many times we get beat down. What matters is that we get the fuck up, and we keep fucking trying. You're right, Donny. Now, who the fuck are you, mate? I'm Clarence Claymore. Who the fuck are you, mate? I'm Clarence Claymore. Say it with your fucking chest. I'm Clarence Claymore. Show me what you got, mate. Take that. Fucking touch me, cunt. Fuck, mate. We got a lot of work to do.
Now fucking come over here where it's safe. That's it, mate. Come on.
I knew that was gonna happen.
Clarence, mate, you alright?
Oh, yeah, that was a good one.
Fuck, get out of there.
Fucking hell. Poor cunt.
Oh, yeah, Clarence, mate, yeah, she'll be alright now.
Yeah, mate.
Jesus. Just hold on. Oh, no. Fucking early. Fucking that scene of War of the Worlds? Have you seen War of the Worlds?
Yeah.
The lightning's just fucking constantly coming down and fucking hitting. The fucking tripods come out and they fucking start killing
You're missing
everyone.
a once-in-a-lifetime sighting here. Major live in concert.
Hey?
You're missing the whole thing, cunt.
You seen the original War of the Worlds?
Yeah, Steve.
Clarence, I'm fucking sorry, mate. What we can do? Holy shit. Oh, God. Just hang in there, mate.
It looks like he's still breathing.
Nigga Chain, the first fully AI Layer 2 blockchain built on Solana by niggas for niggas. LLM Lotta Lil Money's technology. Proof of nigga entry scan system. Broke nigga detection software. Thermodynamic bag chaser 1 Gorillion TPS. Nigga chain. Yeah, I'm finna bridge. Google called us retarded for building this with company resources.
Real trap shit.
So we parted ways and launched on pump.fun. This isn't your UNC's AI technology. Welcome to the future, nigga. Nigga chain AI layer 2.
And my nigga chain AI layer 2. Give a fuck about what your bitch think. Give a fuck about what a broke nigga think. Give a fuck about what your mama think. This is nigga chain.
Nigga! Soft niggas bridged back to Chase Bank and sold the bottom. Sorry, lil nigga. Should have studied LLM, lot of lil money's technology. Real genius, high IQ niggas were busy in nigga chain laboratories, reversing the polarity of neutron flow in the quantum field and nigga linking the double helix to the blockchain. Discoveries made in nigga chain laboratories are the future. I pray you bridge in time, lil nigga.
I recently came to the realization that I don't actually need therapy. I just need a bad bitch. I just need a bad bitch. And the only way to get a bad bitch is with slightly bigger muscles and more money. That's what's been stopping me. The key to happiness this whole time has been vanity and materialism. I've been worrying about things like intimacy, finding like-minded individuals, and meaningful work, when really, I just needed to start taking steroids and doing summer sales. Because that's what other people look for and desire in a partner, is money and slightly bigger muscles.
I'm so fucking bullish right now. Like my whole body's like tingling. I'm having like a panic attack or something, eh? I gotta call Sharon, trying to calm the fuck down.
Dude, the world is on fire. 90% of my kitty cat tokens are down. 90%. Japan is down too? Shit, how much of Japan am I holding? I don't see it on Binance, dude. Are you sure that's a token? Of the country? Dude, I don't care about the country, man. I'm talking about crypto.
Yo, Pat. You said you wanted to talk, bro? Oh, shit.
You know that crypto dip you told me to buy, Blake?
Yeah?
Yeah, well, it kept fucking dipping, and I kept fucking buying like you told me to.
I'm sorry, bro.
Yeah, and now I'm down 80% on all my positions, and my rent's due in 2 days, and I have no money in my bank!
Bro, what are you talking about? You're literally driving a Lambo, dog.
You know it's rented, Blake.
Oh my god.
I'll return it tomorrow morning.
Jesus Christ, bro. I'm sorry. All right, but the bull run's literally already over, dude. You should have taken profits. I don't know what to tell you, bro.
What the fuck did you just say?
So the bull run's over, bro.
What do you mean the bull run's over? You're fucking over!
Yeah!
You're over!
Thing. Sometimes you gotta cut family members off, bro. If they don't see your vision and they don't align with it, you gotta cut them off. I called my grandmother today and I told her about Forex, and she said, well, what do you want me to do? And I'm like, I need you to join, Grandma. If you join right now for the low price of $355, we can be millionaires by next year. And she like 96, so she might not even see 97, but the thing is like, she didn't believe in me, bro, because she said she only had $200. I had to cut her off, bro. That's what Forex is.
Nobody knows about that fucking degenerate life when you're fucking down 40,000 and you battle the fuck back. You say, you know what? You know what? I'm a fucking strong, independent man. And you're not gonna tell me I should go to bed. I'm gonna battle the fuck back. And I'm gonna fucking get my money back. And guess what? I got my motherfucking money back. That's right!
Who knows, maybe we'll pay off our $35 trillion, hand him a little crypto check, right? We'll hand him a little Bitcoin and wipe out our $35 trillion. But how do you...
But when you go all in on something, I would say that does take conviction. Now, your conviction might be...
How many chairs are you sitting on right now?
One.
Are you all in on the chair? The point really is you put on one pair of glasses, you've got one pair of AirPods right now. You're looking at me through one screen. You're using one microphone. That's a one microphone. Like, you trust it? Is that conviction? Seems kind of scary. Why don't you diversify? Why don't you use 10 microphones? The point really is things in your life. Do you drive in 10 cars at the same time or one car at one time? Do you drive down one street? Aren't you afraid that you're driving down one street? Do you take a different way? You know? So my point really is, if you're you get on one airplane, are you convicted? You put your entire family on the one airplane, aren't you afraid? Asset. Well, Bitcoin's the best crypto asset. Okay. What's the second best? There is no second best. There's no second best crypto asset. There's a crypto asset. It's called Bitcoin, right? Right? There's no second best, okay? But take all your money, buy Bitcoin. Then take all your time, figure out how to borrow more money to buy more Bitcoin. Then take all your time and figure out what you can sell to buy Bitcoin. And if you absolutely love the thing that you don't want to sell it, go mortgage your house and buy Bitcoin with it. And if you've got a business that you love because your family works for the business that's in your family for 37 years and you can't bear to sell it, mortgage it, finance it, and convert the proceeds into the hardest money on earth.
You didn't have to cut me off. Think I could never have something that we were nothing. I don't even need your love. You treat me like a stranger and I feel so loved. No, you didn't have to stoop so low. Have your friends collect your records and then change your number. I guess that I don't need that though. Now you're just somebody that I used to know. Now you're just somebody that I used to know. Now you're just somebody that I used to know.
It's raining, it's pouring, the whole market is snoring. What's going on, brother? What's up, dude?
Not much. How you doing, Miguel? I'm just here. It's 10 p.m. for me. I'm in Canada. Just here to talk about Shadow. So I'm wearing a hat.
You mean New America, right? New America.
Yeah. I mean, if he wants to take over, I can't complain. I don't have as much complaints as other Canadians. But man, if you want to see a special doctor with specializations, you might see him next year, 3 months. So if he wants to take over, hey, I'm not fighting back.
Hey, man, I feel you on that, man. So, hey, welcome right now to the Shadow Dex launch, man. Congratulations on, I guess, soft launching Shadow, basically, more or less. I think the Dex is fully up and running, but I don't think the token's just out yet and stuff. So, you guys want to give a little explanation of who you are? Fucking a long ass explanation of who you are.
Yeah, I'm gonna go off, brother.
Yeah, go off, bro. Go off, man.
Listen, we're the only. Okay, maybe not only, but I think we're the only custom-built exchange built for Shadow. Not like an existing implementation on another chain that was forked over, not something from Phantom that was brought over. Custom-built for Sonic. We've audited the code base a shit ton. It's built off of Ramses v3, which is already thoroughly audited. And then Shadow did an audit on top for X Shadow, as well as a second or third pass on the legacy code base. So we're some hitters, man. We're not like, let me pull up some pancake fork decks on Sonic. Like, we custom built the UI from scratch. The entire exchange model code bases doesn't exist out there. We're the first implementation of Ramses v3. We built on top of that. It's just a better experience, man. If you want to trade assets in crypto, use Shadow, man. It's just a no-brainer. The experience is amazing. It's going to take some time for the network to settle and the CE exchanges to happen. But if you want to have a good experience using Sonic, not some, because I listen, I've tried the competitors. And I'm going to use Miguel's chat or video call, whatever you want to call this interview, to really just, speak my truth, talk some shit. They're slow. Their sites are slow. They're bloated. It's like ads on the sites for half of it. Shadow's simple, clean, extremely fast. I think we set like some of the polling interval stuff to 0. So Sonic is just zoom in. It's just a better product. If you can name another exchange on Sonic that actually has a bug bounty right now, feel free. If anyone's commenting, I don't think there's another exchange that cares as much about their product. Like in the week we've soft launched, the site, like a lot of things have improved, right? We're
Right.
taking user feedback, we're making changes. We have like a really committed dev team, probably the best group of devs front end, back end that I've ever worked with in my life. I'm just talking shit. Like there's nothing else to use. Go on Shadow if you want to have a good experience using Sonic. You want to feel how fast Sonic is. It's a no brainer.
I will say this though, even though I am heavily using right now Equalizer, I don't really like the new UI they got. Like I maybe it's because I got used to the old one or something, but like it's even though I know they try to simplify it, but at the same time it's like I don't know. It's like I like sometimes when you vote, it doesn't feel like you voted. Or like you're like, what? Did I have to revote again? I don't know. That shit's a little.
I use Equalizer a lot. No, the transactions they fail constantly on Phantom and Sonic as well. No shit talk. But I do think they need to get their money back from the guy who did their redesign. Problem is when you have non-crypto users designing sites, that's what happens. I think their old site was significantly better. But what do I know? I don't need to talk about Equalizer. Shadow is just a better experience.
Yeah. So can I ask you why did you choose Ramsey as kind of like
like what to build off of?
Yeah, what to build off of and stuff. Because like, what are the pros and cons of it and stuff? Because like,
so they've been building
used Ramsey a tiny bit, but it's not something that I've used tremendously in the past.
Man, I think tech wise, they just have such a solid team. They're everywhere when it comes to solidly based exchanges. Like for years now, they've been kind of at the forefront of pushing the code base forward, implementing UniV3, adding concentrated liquidity gauges. They literally carried after situation on Phantom originally with the original Solid. So like I looked at their product. First of all, I was just like a power user. I've always wanted to, I'll get into my motivation. I've always wanted to create a Dex, and I never really like felt like it was there because like I constantly talked about it, right? Like just even with some of my friends and people, just as a user, everyone fantasizes about creating something that they use. Everyone thinks about it. It's common, and I don't know. I remember when I initially thought about it, is the only way this would like really work for me, at least for an exchange, is like all the fees go back to the users, right? But then the token has no value, right?
Right.
So yeah, 100% of swap fees to the LPs. This is one of my original idea a couple years ago. Obviously, that's horrible for the protocol. There's no revenue being generated for token holders. And I was like, all right, I'm done. That was like 2 years ago. I don't see the vision. And then solidly based exchanges actually started cooking. They really aligned the incentives with all parties. Airdrome brings this up quite a bit, but I still think there was an extra step to go, right? It became more focused on the emissions rather than the exchange doing what an exchange, the primary goal is to generate fees, right? So I think it was a little too focused on emissions, not on, the exchange being a fee monster. So we just kind of like a lot of things came into play. Obviously, Ramsey's far ahead tech-wise. They had dynamic fees. They were the first to bring CL to solidly based models. They're battle tested. They have their hands in a bunch of other exchanges. They help them out. And then when I saw Ramsey's V3, I saw what happened with Pharaoh, with LHB. It was like organic. It was genuinely like a message, like in a group chat with a bunch of people. It was like, hey, should we cook, sonically? That was the joke, like Sonic solidly. And the more we talked about it, the more, we thought about things. I was like, okay. But I didn't want to just release another VE33. Like that's what you see constantly. So it's like, there's a step we can take this. There's a lot of friction in the VE33 system. If you think about normies, no one wants to lock, no one wants to vote every week, no one wants to deal with that hassle. It's genuinely like a job. Like you'd be on a Wednesday, fuck, I didn't vote, I didn't do this, I didn't manage my money. On some of the solidly models, it just votes for some of the old stuff. But I was like, yo, let's remove 4-year locks. Let's remove that bullshit. I'm going to cuss a lot. This is Miguel's show, so you're getting a real candid 24. But let's remove the bullshit boost. Like imagine you go on an exchange and it's like, oh, this guy who locked 4 years is going to get double the APR because he has some shitcoin locked for 4 years. I'm immediately like, that's friction. I'm a liquidity provider. I don't want to touch that. So we remove boosts.
Right.
I felt like 4-year locks were way too restrictive and protocol sided. We kind of removed that. We added exit mechanisms, and we even created like this liquid staking token for X Shadow. So you don't even have to vote. You just hold the token, and the token gets LP'd with Shadow. There's emissions. But I've just been a user, and I'm just happy. We just thought about like the game theory for Solid Forks, and I don't know. I felt like Shadow is the next version of this model, or at least an improvement of it. And we just went from there. I just wanted a better product that I use. Simply that was it.
Yeah, and so for people who don't know, right? Actually, two things, right? It's so funny seeing people like just because the price is going down for like Bitcoin. Bitcoin hit like what? It broke 100,000, then it crashed down to 94, and now everyone's fucking like pussy sore from the fucking they got. And everyone's sad. I've told people, if your favorite influencer is saying the bull run's over, just unfollow and delete. Like, for real. Like, they're trash takes. Like, trash takes. Now, if we're 6 months in and shit's looking kind of weird or something like that, okay. That's like, okay. But, like, too much of the crowd is saying sell in May. Too many. Too many retards are saying sell. Like, oh, I'm going to start taking profits in May, right? Now, it could be, like, the profit may be like it's probably a smart idea to take some profits maybe June, July, or it all like. But this whole thing of like having a strict month, like starting on this month, I'm eating out, and like the market doesn't work like that. It'll fuck you if you do. You know what I mean? You have 100%. To sell. You have to sell. You have to sell when the market's giving you heat. You know, we got our guys. You know, we told people, hey, like take some profits at $1.30. You know. If it was, I was a big criticizer of I said either they have to launch it in the beginning of December, or their original plan, from what I heard, they were going to launch it basically on the anniversary date, which was like the 27th, 28th of December. Yeah. Which honestly, that probably would have been a better fucking idea than launching it on the fucking day. I mean, I would have if Andre asked me, I was like, "Yo, dog, don't launch it on the fucking day the Federal Reserve launches any news." That's probably not a smart move, bro. And that's also the reason, like the problem that's happened in crypto, it's not crypto's fault. I think people are too stupid and they don't realize, like, they're too in the bro. Stocks got fucked because Jerome Powell cut guidance. So basically what they said is, we're going to cut rates by 50 basis points less for next year. And that means, i.e., we're cutting less 26. So the real estate market's like, what, bros? I thought I was going to fucking refinance and sell this shit. The boomers are fucking stressed out because, like, fuck, I have to live with my fucking cunt-ass fucking millennial fucking piece of shit son and his daughter and my daughter for another fucking 2 more years, hoping to God when I can sell and retire to fucking Florida. Like, that's what's happening right now. And that's really one of the reasons why the stocks haven't really fallen off, because, like, they still have to earn on stocks because they can't exit out of real estate. And I got a shit ton of hate on this. Like, I had a clip come out talking shit about boomers. It was a little 30-second clip of a fucking 4-hour discussion I had on it. I wasn't saying boomers are worthless sacks of shit. Well, I should, right? But no, they're not. No, it's just economically speaking, they're a burden on the economy now. Not spiritually, human being wise. Your mom and dads, they're incredible. Like, they're good people. Like, they're humans. They're fucking good people. I like that they're around, experience wise and everything. But that shit of like you're right. You're 65 years old. Like, my dad's entering retirement age right now, and he is just like, I mean, he's like, I'm fucking exiting now, you know. And it just is what it is. And then they're all doing it. Like, basically there's like one more year boomers, that's it. And like, they're all in retirement age. They're all 62 and a half. So that means they're no longer contributing to 401ks. They're only withdrawing from 401ks. They're downsizing properties. You can look at a really good channel to watch on this stuff in terms of like a broad view. It's like Ben Mull is a really great channel. It's sort of a guy that's like, he's worth like $250 million, has $500 million in real estate and stuff. So, but he's worth like a couple $100 million, and he's just trying to, like, okay, I'm mega rich. I'm trying to pass his business off to my kids, make it simple as fuck. So they're downsizing, they're cutting stuff back, they're making it, streamlining it, and that's what's happening in the market right now.
Oh, 100%.
Shout out to
Obviously,
blockchain ecologists, man. I'm gonna have this guy on the stream on Friday. Shout out to you, brother. This guy fucking be yield farming the fuck out of his token, man. I love that.
he's so passionate.
Yeah.
A lot of people give him some shit, but I genuinely like to see passionate shit. A lot of people, man, they don't take ownership of the stuff they make. They're just like, if it fails, they'll just like, oh shit, not my fault, brother. Like I've seen it literally in the flesh before, and I don't know, people that love their product, use their product.
Who's talking shit?
I see it all the time, man.
Bro,
I'm
everyone's
sure
talking
you
shit,
see it
man.
all the time. Like you'll write a paragraph about eco because you care about eco, right? Like it's your token. You give a shit. You're the owner. You have ownership of it. And it's like, oh man, another paragraph from this guy. Look at you know how it is.
Bro, you know what I noticed? They never talk shit on Twitter. They fucking react to your tweet in a fucking group. That's what they do because they're too pussy to say it on Twitter. Too like, and they're already anonymous anyway, which makes me laugh, you know. But like the whole Phantom ecosystem is just like I'm balls deep in Hex ecosystem. I know a little bit about something like fucking going down a lot. So like Phantom going down. This is like a buying opportunity. I love this shit. This is good. This is great for me. If you got cash and you're trying to buy, like this is incredible, right?
Oh,
but if you're like, I mean, I've seen some ridiculous posts of like, hey, if you're out of money, go lever yourself out right now. It's super safe, bro. Swear to God, bro. And this guy, I don't think he's a bad guy, but this is like the first post where I was like, motherfucker, what are you talking about, bro?
What's funny, like you mentioned earlier about overall market state and the macro stuff. You're right. People need to fall in love with selling. I think it's actually I'll bring this up with you because you're probably the best guy to talk. A good guy to talk about this with. It's like a double-edged sword. It's like you're insane for holding forever. That's how you make the money usually, right? Like you just hold. Yeah, that happens.
Well, if you hold over a really
crazy
long
conviction, right? Or you're selling profits all the time and constantly performing. Yeah, you miss out some dubs, but you escape some really big losses. You gotta have conviction in the stuff you believe in for sure. But
it's tough though. It is tough because it's like if it's consistently just lazily going up all the time, you're like, this is a good ride, cool. But like these massive drops and then like periods of like underperform. The worst shit is like you're comparing it to another ecosystem or like I see like right now the big posts I see on Twitter all the time. Everyone's comparing. Look at DeFi. Look at L1s. Look at all this compared to AI. Then there was a whole fucking like section where like AI didn't do shit, and then only Solana memes and meme coins were pumping. Like there's always at some point in the cycle, every single GameFi will pump one time. Ethereum will pump it. Like there's a season for it all. There'll be a Sonic season, right? There's gonna be a fucking Pulse Chain season. There's gonna be a fucking like OP season or whatever, Meta season or whatever. Like they're all gonna have. Maybe it's a very small season, but like. There's going to be a rotation of capital. Like
I think Sonic season starts soon, man.
Yeah, it starts
in a week, soon. Maybe even 2 days. Like as soon as incentives are live. Like I think it's definitely a good buying opportunity. I'm not.
It's going zero. It's going zero, bro. It's going to zero. Don't buy, sell it all, bro. Sell it all.
But like, look at the situation. It's kind of like a no man's land. Phantom CX stuff finished, and now we're waiting for Sonic CX stuff to start. So. Definitely a decent buying opportunity. Obviously,
do you think it's the delisting? Do you think it's the wording on the tweets that?
Absolutely.
Because it's like delisting Phantom, and people don't.
Well, maybe that at that moment that day, yeah. But I think there was a lot of open interest. There's a lot of things getting closed out. Like me personally, I was having trouble, trading Phantom, and I forgot that it's not on exchanges at the moment.
Yeah.
So. There's a lot of people like that. A lot of the CX volume is on chain. Well, it should be fine. I'm not too worried. I think people that were expecting the world in the first week or two, probably not.
That's all communities, bro. They always expect. They're like, I mean, they're all just. I mean, there's no shot at like Daniele here, but they're like, Anon, fuck yeah, and I've seen everyone's seen charts like that, bro. Like I've been in Jewel and Crystal and fucking Jade and all that shit. Bro, it goes like this, and then, god damn. But he's
good up, man. You catch that.
You got it. Yeah, because
It's
right now
upscale for a while, man. Like I get in Danny coins all the time. Like you prince, man.
Spell. I think the only coin that didn't do that well, because I never played it was Popsicle. I think I never played that one, the Ice. But like,
oh, that did well. That did so well. Post.
I never played it. I just
hack?
didn't see it. I didn't see it on that one personally. I mean, I
There was a time. I agree. There was a time where you could buy any hack. I felt like in 2021. Most of the time, it was like bullish. It felt like.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, like, I mean, Wonderland Time, of course, and stuff like that. Loon. I mean, it was just Ponzi seat, and then like that's why I said this tweet earlier, or like this was really early in the morning. I said, just stop being a fucking pussy and just buy your favorite fucking Ponzi, because no matter which way you look at it, like it's like they all look like Ponzi to somebody else, because it's all about you could have like even Bitcoin, right? And I love Bitcoin, right? But like, if no one's buying Bitcoin, what happens? Like,
yeah, we're cooked.
We're cooked.
That's why I don't get people bull market sentiment. Like if you're in some really niche stuff, they could care less what the Bitcoin price is. I think Phantom's always had like some great price action post like Bitcoin all-time highs.
Correct.
Which is kind of what's happening, and I think will happen. That's kind of my decision making.
What's Dex? What was that? March when it ended?
Yeah.
March, right? March of 22. That's great. We were still making money in the first quarter of 22. That's wild.
Been so much good opportunities on Phantom. I might be biased. I just think that if you're paying attention and you're in, like, if you have an edge in an ecosystem, you're actively like participating, you're, talking to people. Oh, my shit got dark because I changed the screen. If you're actively talking to people and you're in the Phantom space, of course you'll have an edge. You'll find goggles, you'll find some plays. Find whatever. There's stuff that always pumps on every network. It's kind of just where your edge is. We're kind of talking about Sonic in general. I'll probably get back to Shadow, but Sonic, give it some time. I think short term, once incentives are live, no brainer. You're getting paid to put your money there, right? But there are going to be some protocols that have not even been invented yet, and I'll kind of explain this. Sonic's like, I guess the entire. I don't want to call it SVM because of Sonic, but the entire, we used to call it Phantom Virtual Machine. But contract execution has always been the bottleneck for a lot of these networks. So I have 10K TPS, but when it comes to actual smart contracts execution
like
or anything like
block.
that, it's like
25 per block.
Yeah. So Ethereum is capped at 28, or EVM is capped at 28 transactions per second. Maybe someone can correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah,
smart contract wise. So that's clearly the bottleneck. If everyone's just forking using EVM, that's clearly the bottleneck. So I think there's some products, some games, some stuff that requires really fast execution that hasn't been like thought up yet, right? So wait for the incentives, then the user.
And what do you mean by incentives? Let's talk about incentives for a second.
Yeah.
So because I got some people that are really new to the like I've got half the guys here were with me during Phantom during 21. The other half are like, this is like virgins, brand new to like crypto. So like, what do you mean by incentives?
Well, like when most networks start, they incentivize users to use the network. It's a pretty direct way of paying users. They do it indirectly sometimes with points. In this case, Sonic does have a points program. But the difference with them is they've seen a lot of the mistakes. A lot of the new Sonic team members have actually worked at some of these other exchanges that didn't quite land their incentive programs. Where it was kind of like people got in, they farmed it, they got out. I'm sure you saw what happened on Scroll. A lot of people were like looping certain assets. They got their money, and then the networks just kind of left for the dust. So they kind of made it so that it's more of a sticky thing. You want to stay that they've separated it into network points and builder gems. I personally like the way the whole program, but basically at the like highest level, you're just getting paid to use the network, right? You get some points, and then you can redeem it for S tokens. Same thing with gems. But I think with Sonic, I think we got the Andre. I guess Andre dropped in a couple different projects, a bunch of incentives. And like I said, I think there's some stuff coming that doesn't exist anywhere but Sonic, that can only exist on Sonic, that requires like Sonic's actual speed, smart contract speed, and it doesn't
Yeah.
require some cope subnet where the app is only on the subnet. I'm just bullish. I just don't think people are going to. They just need to wait for incentives. That's when you get what you want in terms of price action, TVL, that sort of stuff. And then there's going to be some projects that, like Andre stuff and a lot of other people. And I think Shadow's one of those kingmakers, man. Like a new product, new system, more aligned with users, just FYI. I think 4-year locks are definitely protocol sided, but I think Sonic is a cook.
They definitely are, unless they're like something ridiculous like 8-year locks. And the only protocol that I knew that did that was Spirit, and they were just getting hoarded around. I mean, I didn't even know this until I talked to like one of the new founders of like Silver Swap. Like that, like they sold Spirit Swap like 2.5 times, 3 times before they found them. I didn't even know that.
Crazy.
Yeah, they sold it. Like I was kind of like I was kind of half paying. I mean, in the bear market, there's only so much. There's no noise in there, but like they literally like I had no idea they sold it like 2 times, 3 times, basically.
They're having some issues. I think their treasury ran out. I don't know. I've always been a spooky person. I was just like, all right, whatever, Spirit. But the old spooky team, I'll tell you something right now, live in the call. If the old spooky team was still working on Spooky Swap, I wouldn't have dropped Shadow. But they're not. And they're gone. And now it's time for Shadow to take over.
I like the bullishness, man. This is what I like too. I like founders that are bullish on their shit. Because I've talked to some guys that are like, I don't know, a little meek on their stuff sometimes, or like yeah, I don't really talk about price, or I don't really think my like they're
talk about your product, man. Just man the fuck up. Like you built something, you care about it. I use the product. It's just a no-brainer. And our team is just like the users. I want to give a quick shout out to Airdrome because their ethos for their tokenomics, like not working with VCs, not giving allocations, not doing this. It's definitely something we've tried to emulate, and the team is in the same boat as the users. Like, no team members are getting like flat allocations of X Shadow that they dump on your heads. Like, we're surviving off the revenue, so it's in all of our best interests to make this cook. Yeah, so we're essentially in the same boat as the users, right?
And you're also doing like swap routing, right? You guys are doing swap routing as well, right? To a bunch of
elaborate.
Like in terms of like, let's just say some, because I'm always thinking about, okay, if I'm just like, all right, there's the high level guy that's actually like doing high advanced trades and stuff. He's actually actively trading like crazy on your platform, versus like there's just a guy who's like, I've got like 2,000 Phantom. Let me see if I can buy goggles in here. Is it just buying it from your liquidity pools, or you're routing from all liquidity?
Oh no, it's we use aggregators.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I was asking, because like that's the kind of cool thing is like you can help out the big guys and shit, and actually all the volume guys, and then you can help the small guy that's like, I'm just trying to find the best deal.
Basically. Yeah, that's I think it's the standard now. It's pretty common. Like if you're forcing users to use your internal pools, like you're rugging them, because like you could even have a route that uses 50% of your native liquidity. Like, but we have ethos implemented on Shadow right now. You can just swap anything you want.
We got the Bartertown conglomerate here with the $100, which salute, great work, DCC. Congrats, 24 on Shadow. We will march to glory on Sonic. 100% mad gains. Fuck yeah, dude.
Dude, we need to get Bartertown on in our community. I see what he's doing for like SwapX and stuff. I don't know. I identify community members, and I'm like, yo, that's a good community member.
Yeah.
There's one guy actually. I said I would shout him out. His name is Billy. Dude is just his bags is his life, and we need people like that in Shadow. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, I said fall in love with selling. Yeah, Billy doesn't know what selling is. He has no clue. He's like 97% locked in one asset, but he's so bullish. I need if we had 10 Billies, 10 Barter Towns, I think we'd be all right community-wise, but our community is shaping up. I think when it comes to building a community, I have a very simple ideology. Just make the users rich, and you have a community.
Yeah.
They'll advocate for your project. Token goes up. So we're going to get better Billies that don't argue with people, but I don't know. Shadow's a cook, man. Like, have people used this shit? It's a gorgeous site. Our CL, minting is amazing. Code base is super improved. If you want to make money, not financial advice, use Shadow. But no, I'm very excited for Sonic as a whole. I'm excited for Shadow.
So let's talk about the launch of the show. The Shadow. So what the Shadow tokens basically come out on the 15th. Basically, is what's happening.
Yep.
And that's just the people who, because like basically, I don't know. The SAC was basically like, was it like 1.75 million Phantom? Basically, was the amount raised and stuff, and then
would you say 7.5 million Phantom?
No, 1.7.
Yeah. So it's a little less than that because of we offered early exits when Sonic announced that they were launching in December, like back.
Oh, people actually took it. Oh, I had no idea. Like I was
10%. Yeah, like I know the one guy. It was like literally one guy, like almost. But no, not too many people exited. So overall, I think it was like 1.6 million Phantom raised. I think in comparison to the demand, it's very fair. Like there's a lot of more people wanting to buy. A lot of projects overraised. You've seen it. A lot of projects do way too much emissions. You literally can see it right now on Sonic. Like $1 million first week emissions is pretty fucked up.
With no volume.
Yeah. I think to start, I just want everyone to know, like for the first week, like stables are going to be really heavily incentivized on Shadow. There's going to be a lot of incentives. I know Sonic has been hyping it up, but like I'm telling people, once they turn this button on, it's like a no-brainer. You're just getting so much yield. So that's where a lot of projects networks fail. It's easy to provide incentives to start and get that TVL, get a lot of people over. It's kind of what you do after, but I think to start, it's going to be crazy. Like Sonic USD is going to be fat. There's going to be incentives from a bunch of different parties. We're vote bribing our gems. We're tokenizing those as well. And then there's multipliers for certain assets in Shadow. Like it's going to be a yield. I hate to use this word, fuckfest, a yield fuckfest. And you just got to be, when everyone's done and dried up, you got to be like, okay, evaluate your decision here. I'm really just speaking to users, like just straight up being honest. Like incentives are great. It'll get people on the network for now, and we'll see what happens afterwards. I generally think there's going to be a ton of projects that don't exist elsewhere. There's a lot of good tech. There's a lot of stuff going on. And can we talk about FIAM? Okay, Google, stop. Sorry, my alarm goes off just to remind me for stuff. But can we talk about FIAM? For us, I'll tell you how we're using it. So we have dynamic fees right now. Okay, Google, stop. Seriously, I said no already. So we have dynamic fees, right? And typically, like on networks where the gas costs are like super high, like you change it every hour, right?
Right.
Like, when there's a crazy like CEX arbitrage or the price is off and people are arbitraging, that's kind of when you change it. But on Sonic, dude, we can push these fee changes every 30 seconds and not worry about the gas costs and just peak perform. Right now, we're kind of figuring out our algorithm because there hasn't been crazy amount of like CEX arbitrage because there is no CEX stuff. So like prices stay like a little bit depegged for longer than you expect. And then like sometimes our dynamic fee algo on like a normal network that has CEX right away increases the fees to prepare for the arbitrage. But we tweaked some stuff. We're starting to really perform now. We have it on 3 of our pairs, SUSDC, and we have it on S-Wrapped ETH, and one other pair I might be forgetting, Wrapped ETH USDC. I could be right or wrong. Who knows? So you got that cooking. So liquidity is going to be hella productive. And then we have an arbitrage bot, okay? And it's not like your typical arbitrage bot. It actually has the ability to change fees before it does an arbitrage, right? So it's really ahead of, because we'll run a node just so we have access to the, I guess, mempool. I'm not an expert on this, but it has that plus it's arbitraging. So LPs don't really have to worry about adverse selection costs and losing money to a bunch of arbitragers on CEXs or external arbitrage bots. Like we're going to run it in-house, spam it, like spam the because We get 90% of our fees back, right? And it has the permission to, adjust fees for pools right before it does just MEV stuff, like right before it does the transaction and then changes it right after the transaction. And all that value captured is going to get vote bribe back into the system. So instead of Jimmy's arbitrage bot, we don't know Jimmy. He's outside of Shadow and he's making money from our LP. So we did that. Same thing with wrappers. If you wanted to build a wrapper for Shadow, just so people can, or X Shadow for people to exit in liquid and add a bunch of shitty penalties, wasted your time. We're doing one in-house that's audited, no penalties, up only tech because it compounds all the exits and the fees.
So is it calculated roughly kind of like XBoo did as well?
Yeah. Like the price will go up. It optimally votes like best in terms of math.
FYI, you guys, I'm running a fever right now still. So fuck y'all. Motherfuckers, I am tired. I'm tired as a motherfucker right now. But I love this shit. I really do. I dork out on this shit all the time. But I fucking love this shit, dude. I've just been sleeping, waking up, checking bags, going back to sleep, going with my baby. Like, well, I can't really touch the baby, but like that's the only thing I'm pissed off about. I can't touch my newborn, which pisses me off. But like, and then
go break, man. Him and I have like pre-shows, like just for random shit, like class, whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Talk for like 45 minutes before, like really candidly before the show starts. Yeah. We did the same again today, so we probably sapped some of his energy. But no, he's bullish about this shit, guys. Chill out on.
I'm buying, bro. I'm buying. I've been buying, bro. And I thought I was done buying. Once we were like past $1, I said I'm buying past $1. I mean, I bought a lot at 16 cents. 18 cents, 20 cents, 22. I bought most of my bags were between 16 and 25 cents. And then as time goes on, you make some more money. You're like, fuck it, And I mean, I'm considering taking some Pepe profits into fucking, I made a bag on Pepe on Ethereum. And like, I'm even considering rolling that into Sonic and stuff because like, it's just, I don't know. I mean, the two ecosystems I'm really deep into is Pulse Chain and Sonic basically, or Phantom basically. Right. And besides some meme coin plays and then some other shit. Right. But this, like the reason I like Phantom and Sonic so much is because they actually have an ecosystem and the underlying ecosystem tokens actually pump. Normally there's one token that pumps, the L1 maybe. That's it. There's not a knock on Sui. I like Sui a lot. I think Sui's going to do very good in price. But like, if you look at it, it's already like top 15 in market cap already. It's already done a big run. It topped out around when was it 18 billion market cap, 4 or 5x away from Solana, basically. Like that's and then it comes to a point where like they start looking because as soon as shit gets close to each other, then people are like, wait, hold up. What's the action on both sides? Oh wow, there's a fucking $1 billion more stables on this one, and there's actually more meme coins being launched, more action. All right, fuck it, let's short it and sell, and then they'll roll it back, and that's what happens. It's like because at some point enough of the whales wake up, and then the smart investors go like, "Yo, dog, I think this is getting retarded. Hold up, let me roll it back over here," and that's why you see rotations and shit, like because one of I think we said this during the thank you. So like we're definitely having $24 back in the course this next time around. We're numbers we saw some numbers already, man. We're doing more than last time, way more than last time. Like, we got people showing up, but
my brother brought up your course just out of the blue. It
really
was so strange. Yeah, like I just was talking to him. He's like, yeah. Someone brought up Crypto Cultivate, and I was like. He told me, he asked me if he should take the course, and I said, "Yeah, what the fuck? You might see me in there or something."
It'll get you straightened up and stuff. Because, dude, that's the hardest shit, bro. The most annoying thing in the world is telling like a significant other or your family member or your brother, "Hey, you'll get in this crypto shit," and they're blowing your fucking phone up 24/7, dude, for a year, bro, and you're just like, "Oh, shoot me now." I mean, and like no, like if you take the course, it's not promising you I'm gonna make you an advanced guy in fucking one. No one can do that. That's a lie. But you can actually learn how to fucking use a wallet, custody your own coins, learn basically how to swap, how to add coins to wallets, how to LP, and basically get your fucking foot in the door because like time's a killer, bro. Speed kills. you waste 6-8 months figuring out this shit, you wasted so much time on money.
100%. I think
Oh
the
my
networking part is pretty big too. Like you got a bunch of
Oh,
people
yeah.
that are learning crypto together. I think that's where, at least for me, just a bunch of close friends on Discord, screen sharing. It's like, oh, how do I use this site? All right, I'll show you, and then the other guy shows the other guy.
Yeah.
I really think that like networks like that, personal networks like that, where you're all trying to improve and grow, and you're not the smartest person in the room. It really sucks if you're like breaking down crypto to 20 people individually. It's like, fuck me, I've been there. I don't want to do that. Like each individual, but when it's like, oh, I'll explain it to one guy and he'll explain it to the other. I think that's awesome. I saw some comments talking about Shadow contract address. FYI, we're launching January 15th. That's our token generation event. So there is no contract for Shadow on the 15th. That's Epoch 0. The emissions are pre-minted to blue chip assets and like some like popular.
Yeah, don't buy the
coins
Phantom
and
one.
assets.
Someone created like a Phantom Shadow or some shit too.
Yeah, people make some shit coins. It's,
Bullshit.
it's Shadow. It's the hedgehog. Oh, I almost fell. It's the hedgehog for Sonic. Like it's a no-brainer shit coin.
When you launching Keanu? When you launching Keanu?
Brother, when the meme coin gates actually open up, because first of all, there's been some networks kind of ignore, some dexes kind of ignore meme coins. No, we cooked up a really awesome fee share that is automatically baked in for meme coin launchers. So the second they make a meme coin, it depends on each launcher, right? So I'm just going to use examples here. Something like DGen Express might be like, I'll take 20% of your fees and we'll give it back to the creator. So the way we do it is meme coin launchers create on Shadow and fees are automatically sent back to their distribution contract. So they can choose, like if I'm DGen Express, I'm going to give back the total percentage of the total fees back to the creator of the meme coin, right? So the reason why we even thought about all this fee share for meme coins is because X33 exchanges are brutal for meme coins. Meme coins do so much volume and generate so much fees. And every week when the Epoch flip happens and you get the fees you voted for, some jerk off with a huge position is dumping 6 figures of your token a week. I literally saw Goggles live getting smoked once a week. You could be like, oh, 6 figures of Goggles is about to get dumped. I'm going to wait till this gets dumped and I'm going to buy back. So I was seeing this live, and then you start to see meme coins be like, fuck that. I'm going to go on Spooky Swap where we get back the fees, right?
Right.
So it was like something I saw and I always thought about since March. I said, because Shadow we can change the fee split per gauge.
I mean,
so let's say it's a meme coin gauge.
That's how much. That's the total revenue Pump.Funds generated on Solana, 2.1 million Solana, and they've dumped all that.
Yeah,
they dumped that. Like, I mean, Pump.Fund, even though I know it's creating it's creating the volume and shit. Like, goddamn, they're making the owners of that fucking thing were hella. They're one of them boys. I found out even too, and they've just dumped it. The entire they've suppressed the price of Solana. 100%.
Oh, 100%. Worse than Ethereum Foundation. People complain about Vitalik cells.
I've gotten less mad about the over time. It's just like, it's just when the price is really high, it's like such a so fucking fucked, you know.
You see Moonshot? So the way Moonshot's competing on Solana, like Matoria is giving back fees and it's getting airdropped to the top 50 holders. Or this other project might do auto compounding with the fees. Or you can do customizable distribution. It doesn't matter. Each individual meme coin launcher can do whatever the fuck they want with Shadow with their fees. Like we whitelist them and we talk about, okay, what percentage? Okay,
hey, 10%. What's up, brother?
Oh yeah, cool dude. Yeah,
I'm having all these motherfuckers on.
Yeah, yo, we should get them in there. So literally, I looked at this guy is a case study. So I always knew it back in March. I was like, yo, for meme coins that generate a lot of fees, instead of I was going to individually change the fee split so it went less to X Shadow voters, but more back to the meme coin. Because brother, they have 500K liquidity doing like good meme coins, doing millions of volume, right? So that was our initial plan, right? And it's still our plan for individual meme coins that don't launch with a launcher. But that's too much to keep track of with launchers, right?
Yeah.
It's going on a shadow. I don't have fucking time to change each individual fee split. So we cooked up this. It's automatically done the second you create a meme coin on Degen Express or you create it on Moonshot or wherever the fuck that goes to shadow. Right away, boom, you got the fee share from day one, second one. And the rest of the fee split is just the normal fee split. So if you have a gauge, it goes to X Shadow. If you don't have a gauge, it goes back to the LPers. So each individual project can do whatever the F they want. So Moonswap, Moonshot, whatever. Fuck, I'm losing myself. They might reward like the top 50 LPers.
Yeah. I guess maybe like if I'm a person that doesn't understand what he's saying right now, is like he specifically made it where like he's made it much more beneficial for all parties involved, but like the actual founders and the actual people running the meme coin who launch these meme coins have been getting kind of fucked basically the entire time.
Absolutely.
And now like they have an income that they don't have to dump fucking tokens anymore, which is the good thing because you don't want the team to have to dump tokens in order to like fund, you know, KOLs. I mean, it's kind of lame, but like KOLs and all the other stuff, all the development they're doing. I mean, but most meme coins aren't really doing shit besides a fucking website, but like they have to spend on marketing and also like there is sort of a thing where like if you're receiving mailbox money, you want to like keep paying attention to it and working on it, or at least not fucking rugging or whatever. And it's like, I mean, there's really some short. Like I can tell you a couple projects that launched on Phantom and also launched on Ethereum and Solana that if the team wasn't being retarded, like they hit one and they let it go for like no money. And now I've seen the same teams trying to launch and they couldn't fucking launch another hit to save their life. Like sometimes you only get one or two hits, man. And that's it. You know, you only got that attention for like that little bit of time. Like, I mean, imagine if the goggles guys and stuff like that, you know, shout Jack, but imagine they launched it and they just like, oh fuck, I'm gonna sell my tokens now, and then just pull the token and that's it. It's over.
It would have killed it. Absolutely,
it's over. Yeah,
like, goggles is definitely a meme coin project where we're going to change the individual fee split there, like less to X Shadow holders and more back to the LP, just because it's a high fee generating pool pair. It's like a lot of people get greedy. It's a bigger pie, smaller piece. So overall, more fees for Shadow.
Like
so that's how I look at it.
So I know for the some big tokens you're going to customize it, but
most should be 100% to X Shadow. For now, maybe it might change in the future, but for now, only meme coins will adjust. Unless like there's some requirement where it makes sense for us to change that split.
Let me tell you how much goggles I'm holding right now. That's how much goggles I'm holding.
Bro, when you posted that, I was dying. I was sharing it everywhere, man. You're just so tapped in. I didn't even know you were like
bro, I'm tapped. I'm in the shadows, bro. I'm in the shadows, bro. I mean shit. I got the shadow on the screen.
I'm like, what's this guy up to? I just scroll down Twitter. I just see him in goggles. I'm like, oh, he knows, man. Oh,
bro,
man.
I mean, and then the thing is too, I was like, dude, it's so, bro. I gotta. This is why I gotta not to circle jerk here, but like I gotta give the team over there and the guys who launched the thing, you know, for goggles a big credit because. Like I appreciate marketing. It's because you have to like it's about at a certain point you create the product and then it's more work and then it's marketing and it's like once you launch the big amount of work then it's just like a consistent. It's like kind of like you're doing a marathon at that point. And like guys will do a ton of work and then just fuck off and then they're like, why did my project fail? Right?
Yeah.
And two, sometimes they haven't created like a meme. So like the reason I explained this for the goggles, right? I was like. It makes sense. So you have like something high value, you're like Gucci, right? But the thing is like if you make a shirt, right? Let's just say you had to buy a Gucci shirt, right? To do it, you may be too fat to wear the shirt, or you look dog. I mean, let's be for real. Like imagine you had some fucking skinny boy fat shit shirt from fucking Gucci, and then your tits are popping out like this, and then you're like, oh, I got the shirt on. It's like, bro, your entire community.
No,
looks
you
like
don't.
Ugly fucks, right? Horrible. You can't do it. Right?
Has you on.
Yeah. So like the thing to do with coins is you have to select like an accessory, a watch, doesn't matter how fat you are, rings, doesn't matter how fat you are, goggles, shoes. There's like certain things, like a neck piece or something. There's certain things, no matter how big or fat you are or how you look, it looks good, right? So like the goggle shit was really, really a good idea. And two, like the goggles stay on, right? Goggles always stay on, which is basically means I'm not going to dump this shit.
Yeah. It's no
Smart as
the
fuck.
marketing was sick.
Yeah. Same thing with N2, man. I'm finna bridge.
Oh man, I love N2. I think people want me to not like that type of stuff, but when things are funny, they're funny. I could care.
No, but it's because that one's not trying to be racist. Like there's coins, there's some like ones are like, bro, this is just racist for no reason.
This is dad.
Yeah,
I can't even laugh.
Like
I
can wear the goggles and still have my fat ass neck.
I'm dead.
Oh, Drag, I threw you the link in the chat. I threw you the link in the on Twitter if you want to come on.
If he wants to. Oh, sick, man.
If you want to come on.
Just to quickly, oh man, it would have been perfect to talk to him about memes. But just quickly to wrap up memes, we give you more of your fees back.
Yeah.
That's it. You create it with a launcher, automatically fees back. And it makes different launchers worthwhile for Shadow. Like think about it like this. Oh, I want to make a meme coin with creator fees. All right, I'm going to create it on Degen Express.
Yeah.
I want a meme coin that rewards holders, gives LP rewards to LPers. I'm going to make it on Moonshot because Moonshot might do that. Right. Oh, actually, I want a meme coin that auto compounds and then does this and that. Okay, I'll use this other meme coin, I guess, launchers. It's kind of like agnostic for us. We'll like everyone come in, you do your own little niche of what you want to do with the meme coins, and we give you your fees back. We trap more of this market and we give you your fees back. And not just that, if you're creating a CL meme coin on Shadow, you get to tap into some of the people building on Shadow. You want to have options for your meme coin? Deposit it in margin 0, the LP, and automatically it's like an ALM organizes, your whole ranges, everything. And it also lets users do options, right? People want exposure to these volatile assets in different ways. Maybe not just spot trading. Maybe you want to go on Lever, which actually does leverage like long and shorts on meme coins. I think there's definitely some rules. There's like leverage limits and like you can't do it under
shorting or longing in fucking memes, you guys.
Yeah. There's like but people will do it. It's going to be insane fees. And obviously there's a lot of like gates, right? Like if it's under $1 million market cap, and like if people are buying the whole, don't worry. It's like a lending market. It's legit going to be monitored, and I'm not too stressed about that sort of stuff happening. But you said it best. Like you can't control when these memes pop off. Like someone might make a good meme and it goes well. I think of that as Sonic. I think Sonic will have something. I think Goggles was there that kind of transcends the network, where Ansem's tweeting about it. Ansem's putting on goggles and shit. And the second we get that, they're like, okay, I'm going to use the meme on Shadow.
Yeah. That shit was different. That shit was different. Yeah. That shit was different. I've only seen a couple of coins cross over like that. Just a couple. There's very few coins. I mean, whiff, but that's kind of been like sidelining until Solana fucking cracks above fucking like $300 or something. But like, there's only been a couple of those. I mean, literally, and I was like so shocked that it only went so high. Like it should have like. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say you get one or two a chain, and all I'm just saying is Shadow will be ready for when the hype comes and people use these memes and they're like, oh, I can actually long a meme coin directly in the Shadow UI. Hopefully, we're gonna include all that stuff. I can do options on my meme coin. So the way I'm thinking about it for Sonic is, it's going to be a place for people to do more with meme coins. We're pushing it further, in my humble opinion, because Solana. The way their exchanges work, the reason why you have a bonding curve is you can't set fees to 0 on Solana. EVM exchanges have a lot more modular control. So we don't have to have a bunch of dead meme coins that are stuck on bonding curves within Pump Fund that don't do anything, that don't create liquidity for Shadow, that don't do jack shit. Right away, as soon as the meme coin launches, it's single-sided LP'd right on Shadow. So even if the token doesn't bond or doesn't hit, in our case, doesn't get a gauge, that's our bonding. It doesn't get emissions, right? Even if it doesn't do well, it's still generating fees for the holders. It's still doing stuff versus bonding curves are in their Degen Express or pump fund not doing much. So I think it's a cook, man.
Yeah.
I generally think it's just give meme coins more of their money back, and hopefully we foster something cool. We give them different ways to have exposure to the volatile assets, and I don't know.
You're kind of taking the lead, sort of that like Sonic's doing, because Sonic is returning a bunch of fees back to the protocols themselves as well, which is just incredible. Because like, I mean, there's just so much like, I don't know if it's greed or maybe it's just like this is the way it's been done, so let's do it like this forever. But like, I mean, I think a lot of the greed has to come in where like we have to make these, because originally all this shit comes from miners, right? It's all Bitcoin and Ethereum miners, and like Vitalik almost got fucking killed basically for fucking getting rid of the fucking Ethereum miners. Like, because like they were basically saying like they could have got rid of the miners a year earlier plus, except they ended up having a bitch fit. They're like, you know, but let's just say this. So like, let's go back more tactile in the beginning, right?
Yeah.
So like, if you're like a brand new person trying to get in, how would you recommend somebody getting into Sonic right now? Like, do you recommend them just buying Phantom, bridging in, or like buying on a certain Dex, or where are you seeing the kind of the best deal for them to getting into Phantom?
There's different ways to play it for sure. If you're a big fish, you already have chill assets. Like you got some ETH, you got some USDC. Just move it over. Enjoy the farms. Enjoy the experience on the incentives. And I think that's where we'll get people. They'll get on to Sonic. Whoa, this is a great experience. Whoa, this is so fast. My transactions are instant. Whoa, no gas. Whoa, Shadow's extremely fast. Whoa, this meme coin I'm holding, this absolute dog shit meme coin. Oh, man, I'm going to lever on it. Oh, man, I just made some money. I'm tweeting. Boom. I just think the incentives will bring people here. All the extra stuff is what's going to keep people here. And Andre projects and, you know, future projects that can only be done on Shadow.
You want to see something crazy just cross my purview right now? So you heard about all the stuff that's happening right now with like, you know, basically the government just gave permission to sell the fucking Bitcoin. The
Silk Road
shit. Oh. And there's this guy right here that basically says that they already sold it, basically. That may have been the drop, actually. So the fucking Democrats just sold the crown jewels. This is like allegedly, by the way, but like at least from what the wallets they're tracking right now, it looks like they sold it.
Priced in, brother. Even if they didn't sell, it's
very priced in.
I'm not saying that.
They sold fucking idiot, bro. Oh my god, why would like the whole plan was like, all right, cool. The government could just use. I mean, I guess now like they have to buy high. I mean, fuck, man, let Trump buy the fucking all-time high for us. Fuck, man. Like,
you guys see the Sonic logo? Yeah, no, Trump is gonna save us, man. I'm very bullish. Man. And Sonic?
Who knows? Maybe we'll pay off our $35 trillion, hand him a little crypto check, right? We'll hand him a little Bitcoin and wipe out our $35 trillion. But
how do you?
Miguel, when they sold, they already fucked you already. They already sold.
Too late. It's already priced in. Even if they didn't sell, they sold. It's already priced in.
Let me find the post because I was like, what? There's no dude, and the Hollywood sign being on fire is crazy, dude. That's fucking crazy. Okay.
Okay. After this, I'm gonna show the launch a little bit, and then like we'll talk like we normally do.
Yeah.
Me and him just shit talk the fuck out of the networks and shit.
So proof DOJ just jumped 6.5 C's Bitcoin today, Jan 8th. Look at the balance sheet chart. It dropped to 0 today.
They full stack Hitler? That's crazy.
They full stack sold it, I think. Fucking Democrats are fucking retard. Bro, they're just doing everything they can to fuck over the why would oh my god, bro. Oh my god, dude. Just internet. Here, I'll share the tweets to you guys in here. If you guys check this. Now, this, I have to, I mean, I'm just going off of Twitter right here. So this could be a little wrong right here. They could have just moved this to another wallet, but like, dudes, yikes, bro. If they sold this shit, that is fun. Because I think
not bullish though.
I mean, no, it's bullish, but like, I mean, look, I'm fucking so pro-American, even though like I'm a fucking beaner motherfucker. Beaner Bronco Buster, motherfucker, dude. I said some shit about like America and like boomers, and then some fucking Mexican said why don't you just leave the country? I'm like, bitch, you leave the country. I'll deport you, bro. Like, telling me to
it's always the go-to. Like,
Yeah, and it's always some
any
anonymous
criticism?
it's always some anonymous motherfucker because every time if they showed their face, they're fucking ugly as fuck. Either skinny, bro. At least if you're fat and ugly, there's hope you can get skinny and good looking. If you're skinny and ugly, oh my god, bro, it's over. You cooked, bro. God damn, dude. Oh no. But
I think you get in shape. I think anybody who's in peak shape, somebody out there, man.
No, it is because I mean, like, look, I've seen so many, like, I've met guys like Myron and stuff, and there's fucking tons of genetic shit out there. But like, there's no excuse. There's genetic excuse, but like, there's no excuse at the end of the day being fat. There's not, right? Like, there are people naturally that are skinnier. They're just fucking are. It's just the fucking truth. Out the box, they came out like that. And there's people that their genetics are dog shit and fucking they don't handle fucking insulin spikes very well, and they get diabetes quickly, and they get fucking they get fat easier. It's the truth. I mean, it's just absolutely emphatically true. Absolutely.
I think it's out there. It's scientific. Yeah. I think it's what was ectomorph, endomorph. I don't remember, but I think I'm an ectomorph.
Yeah.
I just only started gaining weight recently, man.
Protein's protein, bro. You gotta just crack down on protein. I mean, that's my biggest fuck up I did probably is like I was probably 100 grams of protein under where I should have. I thought I was doing it right. I thought I understand macros, and then when I really one day like sat down and did the macros, I was like, holy shit, like I probably should have taken like 2 extra protein shakes, 2 scoops. I mean, I should have like like that 100 grams of extra protein or maybe 80 grams of protein could have like added. I mean, I'd be probably I'd be like 8 more pounds of muscle on me after all these years. Crazy.
I haven't been gymming because I hurt my knee last year. I just casual basketball running. But
you know what helps with that? Because I fucked my knee up recently too.
Talk to me.
Reverse sled. The sled.
I'm gonna Google that.
Reverse sled. Just, I mean, you're not pushing it forward. You're going backwards. It builds up the strength in your fucking knee.
Oh, that's the shit you pull. I got that.
That's exactly what you need to do. And if you can push it forward, that's cool. But lighter weight. But like, fish oil and all that stuff, of course. But like, I actually heard it from fucking basically like I was doing cardio and shit. Because I'm losing weight and I'm hitting the gym and shit. And just you overdo it sometimes. That's what it is. The knees over toes guy is fucking crazy, but you have to go slow with that shit because, like, because you're stomach over gut, you're gonna fucking bust your nut. You're gonna fucking bust your shit if you're not careful, dude. Like, if I do the knees over toes shit and did like a fucking radial, I'll fucking snap my knees off my body.
No, I hurt my knee skiing, so I'll be back. I'm hooping though. I'll be dunking. I just dunked on someone today.
I'd be dunking.
Little baby, little 2-hander. Anyways. Let's get back on topic. I will say one thing. Can I say one thing though?
Go.
If you are really weight training and you think you know your macros, you're just putting shit on the plate and you're like, oh, this looks good. You would be fucking surprised what the actual macros are and the numbers you're putting into your body.
Yeah.
So I recommend if you're just starting, get a food weight. I forget what they call it. Yeah. Food scale.
Yeah.
Like actually use MyFitnessPal or whatever you want to use and like at least for the first month, and then you're like, "Oh shit, I'm completely off," and then you eventually start to be able to eyeball it and shit.
Fuck, my chats are geniuses, man. They did sell it.
Fuck,
man. Well, and look, you're right. It's bullish. They can only buy higher. They can only buy higher. But like, fucking pieces of shit, bro. It's just like It's like I'm trying not to be racist.
No, you're saying Trump would have kept it.
No, Trump, bro. Trump, you know how much fucking, I mean, Trump holds like so much Ethereum and shit and so much fucking Chainlink and fucking Aave and shit. Like he's pro crypto and shit. Like if you're when you're that rich, you just get, when you have money, you get richer because you have more money. It's kind of the stupid shit where like, oh fuck, I'm down on the portfolio. It's okay. I have a few million in the bank. Who cares? And then you just forget about it. And then you're like, oh yeah, let me see what's going on with the portfolio. And then you weather the storm because you forget sometimes. That's when they're that rich. They're like, fuck, I fumbled the bag in crypto, whatever. I'll just hold the shit. Let's go work on the real estate shit and then come back and like, oh, dude, fuck yeah. It's like couch cushion money.
He's a government guy. He's like, yo, we're about to leave office. We need to sell the top. Yeah, probably did some shit like that. 15.
They probably sold 104. They probably sold 104 because like it went up to 104.
That's a great price.
Yeah, it was a great price. I mean, I can't even like he sold 104. He sold us down to what, 94, right?
Great price short term. When I say great price, I mean short term. Like,
yeah,
it could be.
But
a
it's not even the
horrible
worst price too, because where do you, okay? Because you've been in the round for a long time, right?
Yeah.
I've got a thesis I'm gonna say for the course that like I can't say the whole thing about it, but like I was right about the 2017 cycle. Like we're in a 2017 cycle, so like you see all this AI shit coming out right now, and AI, AI DeFi and stuff that everyone's like saying. Like Daniele needs to coin that shit right now before someone jacks. I mean, don't jack it from him, but like,
100%. If you make a good term, it's gone.
It's gone, man.
It's out of there.
But cycle wise, right, with interest rates, I'm actually leaning towards like the cycle lengthening into 26 now. I'm leaning towards that right now. Actually, I can sort of see like we could have like a good first 2 quarters of the year, and then we could have like a shitty third quarter, very shitty third quarter, or sideways. You still make some money on some stuff here and there and shit, but like it's like you're like when the next one,
Yeah.
and but it could just end a little earlier too and stuff. But like it's the weird part is like cryptos existed where crypto was actually worth anything when interest rates were zero the entire time and printing of money. So like this is the first time that like in 22 they fucking just jacked up the rates, and we went up to they increased rates by like 5% basically, right? From 0 to 5 or 0.025 to like 5.25, and rates are going down, and they're going to have to print, as well as this is something that I've heard from a couple other people, is that Trump is going to I've heard this from like multiple channels and some people that I kind of follow on geopolitics and shit. And something kind of was my thought as well, because like I really follow the Fed, is a Trump administration is going to focus a lot on domestic shit in the first quarter they're in, basically rah this crypto cool, yeah, don't worry, we're going to deregulate, we're going to drill, and then they're going to like, it seems like Trump's basically going to hit the Federal Reserve hard probably in the second quarter.
Yeah.
So that might be a big catalyst right there.
I just don't see Bitcoin doing bad while Trump's in office. I do agree with your up to 2026. Obviously, there's macro stuff. Somebody could go to war with somebody and could be bad price action. But while he's in office, I don't see crashes like happening. I don't know. We'll see. We don't know anything. Like we're not going to see the future.
How high Bitcoin?
Pardon?
How high do you think Bitcoin will go?
If everything is good, 140, 200K, very, very feasible. Very, very feasible.
140 seems low to me, man. I don't know why.
Definitely. I mean, like this year. Like
feels low. Oh, this year? No, but that still seems low to me, though. Like, I don't know. Like, maybe, yeah, I mean, it's, I wouldn't complain too much because it would still be really awesome. But, like, it almost seems like not a waste, but it seems like if we don't at least hit 200 or like 180, then like I feel like, I don't know, like the cycle left a lot of money on the table.
Yeah,
in a way,
I get that.
Yeah, because like fuck, imagine when Trump like they start cracking down on the IRS and shit, and like when you have fucking Elon with the Doge, like the Doge meme coin and shit, and everything. Like 180 is moderate, right? And like I told this to the guys in the course and stuff, and I think you were there too. I said that like remember your outlooks when you were kind of bearish. So I said like at the bottom of like whatever you say at the bottom of the market when Bitcoin's at the lowest, not a good idea to listen to that because you're too low. So, but like I was like, it was somewhere between like I think it was like middle of 23, kind of late 23. I was like, this will because like we looked back when me and Charlie were like the most accurate. It really was like a year out. Where you were like the most, because like you're not peak bearish, but you're not peak bullish. Most accurate, actually, to where you were, and it was that range there, like 160 to 240, basically, is kind of that about right. But if they keep just launching and printing money, and then the Fed goes bullish as fuck, dude. I mean, fuck, Bitcoin could go to like, I mean, like the highest number ever would be like 380. That's ridiculous. I don't think so, but like that's as like retard high you could go on Bitcoin.
I see it, man. It'd be awesome to get like another fat top in this year, man. I'd be a dream, at least for Sonic and Shadow.
$20 Sonic? What'd you do with $20 Sonic?
Oh, I'd be very happy. I'd be in the Maldives. I'd be really enjoying myself. Yeah, I'd have a great time. Probably bring someone with me. Who knows? Anyone. If someone in this chat wants to come to Maldives, Sonic $20, we'll do it. We'll have a great time. I do want to finish off with some info
Yeah.
on for the 15th. So January 15th, the Shadow token's live.
Okay.
And that's Epoch Zero. And that's pre-minted emission to blue chips. So, you know, bring your stables, bring your Sonic, bring some meme coins like goggles and, you know, some of the other performing assets like
Right.
Brush. Actually, I'll pull up a list. It really depends on who's available, but I'll show you my little list of Epoch Zero guys.
So could I ask a question? So okay, so the tokens are going to be unlocked or given to you as all staked out as X Shadow.
X Shadow, yeah.
And
yeah, X Shadow.
What's the functions in terms of like what do you get as staying in X Shadow versus there's an unlock thing, an unlock kind of penalty.
Yeah. So first of all, like with most launches, the first few epochs are going to be like insane rewards, right? Even more so with Shadow because exits, when people exits, that all gets streamed back to users. So we have I'm shocked I'm explaining this late, but we have a way for users to exit. X Shadow's an escrow token. It's not an NFT. But if you wanted to, you could instantly exit for 50% penalty, or you can vest out up to a max of 6 months. And at 6 months is 1-1, and in between it's like a linear penalty. So for the way we set up tokenomics is we put most of the supply in X Shadow. So pre-sale is an X Shadow. Instead of like doing vesting, this is kind of the similar situation. If they wanted to go liquid, they would have to vest anyways. And emissions also exit too. I don't know if people knew this. This is good to explain. 100% of all Shadow missions are in X Shadow, but don't freak out yet. If you're watching, don't freak out. You can just claim it as Shadow. So as a LPer, like you just go, you put your LP in, and you have two options. It's like claim as Shadow, which is the liquid amount you expect, and it's what the APR is based off of, or as X Shadow, which gives you a premium. You're like, oh, I'll take it in this illiquid asset, and I get more, right? And the way that works is 100% of the emissions are X Shadow, and when users claim their rewards, their emission rewards, it's claimed as Shadow. So that's that 50% instant exit happens, and they don't even know it's one transaction. But but as a user, you don't feel that. You look at the base APR is based off of Shadow, so
Shadow,
as if it was instantly exited. So as a user, you just see, oh, this is a normal APR for getting liquid rewards. That's what I'm used to. Or, oh, there's a drop-down menu. I can accept it as X Shadow and get more. So LPers that are kind of aligned with the protocol, they would rather go that way. Just because
that's interesting because you're an LPer, you could choose 1 week to get liquid and another week to get more X and stuff. That's fucking cool. Can I ask let's just say I want to say like a real generic number here. I mean, like just a guesstimate. Let's just say I'm in a pool after things calm down, right? It's 50% APR, which is pretty regular, 50% APR for Shadow. What would you think a guesstimate would it be like 70%?
It's double. It's not even a guesstimate. Whatever the base APR is, it's double, right? Because if you think about it, the base APR is X Shadow instantly exited 50% less, right? Wow. So when you get X Shadow, it's without that loss. But users don't perceive it as the loss because in their head, it's like, this is the base APR. This is what the APR is showing me. I'm getting that as liquid, right? That's not perceived as a loss.
Yeah, you're not playing games. You're not playing games.
Yeah. None of the, you got to pay to unlock your rewards from options. That has so much friction. So
Mummy Finance pissed me off with that shit. Finance, because I was checking it. Mummy Finance is fucking retardedly complex for no reason. It's not complex, but like this huge game of what they were doing on Phantom, it just pissed me off. I was like, dude, this is ridiculous.
It's annoying, brother. If you're giving me $200 and I have to spend $180 to get the $20, go suck yourself. That's friction. So in this, it's not like you're putting up money to exit. You don't even think as a user. It's literally one transaction. We made it so that you click claim as Shadow. It's one transaction, you have Shadow. It instantly exits in that transaction, right? So you get double for X Shadow. So the reason why I'm bringing all these exits up, so there's emission exits and regular user exits. So that's when people exit from the emissions or users exit from their position, right? So the first few epochs, that's when that stuff's the highest, right? Emissions are at the highest. Users exiting from pre-sales are at the highest. So APRs for the rebases, the exits are going to be insanely high, and the first week we'll have X33. So it's ticker X33, and it's the liquid staking version of X Shadow. There's no penalties. You can unstake and restake, and you can arbitrage it automatically.
Right.
It doesn't depeg because there's no penalties. You can instantly exit, but the price of X33 is based
Always
on the
higher.
market price of X Shadow, considering the penalty. Like users and the market will price the liquid staking token with respect to the penalty. So it could be, I don't know what the market's going to price it at, but
because it seems like there's a lot of buying. There's a lot of like market buying of Shadow, basically. Or
yeah, it's going to be it's going to be insane. Up only, like all the rewards are automatically voted for. It gets auto compounded, so the bribes from other projects get sold into Shadow. It's going to be LP'd with Shadow, and that pair is getting, or pool is getting emissions. It's like amazing up only tech. We've seen this, like other projects create wrappers, but they create it in like they vamp, right? They add penalties, and they keep the X Shadow or the underlying Shadow that's exited. But instead, we give everything back to users. Hey, everything back to you guys. Like boom, boom, boom. So it's not like a negative thing for our system. In fact, it enhances it. I've gotten a lot of questions, even from competitors, like, "What the hell are you doing with this liquid staking token? It defeats the purpose of X Shadow." No, it's designed to remove the friction. Like, if you're a normal person who doesn't use crypto, you're not logging in once a week to vote. You're not claiming your shit. You're not doing none of that.
Is this the N2 chain founder?
I wish, Adam. I wish. I think N2's lit, but
bro,
we just removed the friction. So
no, but you're thinking of it sort of like an app developer, because it's like, or like think about it. If you're buying something, like the reason Apple Pay is so big is because I don't got to type like any user friction on a sale. Like you finally pitch them, and they're looking at the product. I'm going to buy it. Oh, I got to type in my fucking name and where I live. You're like, ugh, man, you know how many shit, like you have to understand, humans are lazy. It doesn't matter how dialed in you are, right? You may decide, like, fuck it, I don't need this shit. I'm not going to do it. And you won't do it. Like that's that friction he's talking about there. Now, I have a question on X. So, okay. So let's just say I have X Shadow and it's staked there. Is there also like a claim page to claim
an entire page.
And that yield is also
dashboard, actually.
Does that also pay you out double on X Shadow if you choose more X Shadow, or is it just like regular Shadow?
Like as an LPer, you get, like, what do you mean, like the rewards for it?
But if you're just holding X Shadow.
Yeah, so you have to stake X Shadow to get the rewards. This is a token, right? So
yes.
You stake it, you vote for I guess, and you get the vote incentives, the bribes or the fees from the pools and pairs you vote on, plus the exit rebases. So when people exit, users exit, emission exits, all that gets stringed back. So it's going to be some fat rewards. The user and emission exits are in Shadow. Those are, because it's the underlying Shadow that gets forfeited. Like, I want to exit my 1X Shadow. 1X Shadow represents one Shadow in the contract, right?
Right.
So if I'm quickly instant exiting 50%, fuck it, I'm outie, which was what we want. If you want to be outie, we let you go outie. We don't like dead voting power. You want to go, bye-bye. Get out of here.
So let's talk about the voting. Is there actual? I know we talked about this before in the past, but I just wanted, for guys who are brand new, like, is there actual voting with X Shadow for emissions?
Yeah, same thing. Exact same system you're used to. It's like same gauge system. You vote.
Gotcha.
The only extra thing is the exits, and the rewards get streamed back. So it's like an extra additional incentive. Like, the way I think about it, if you're holding X Shadow, the emission exits are like a floor APR for the rebases. Like, this week there's going to be this much emissions, and LPers, they could care less about, maybe not all of them, but some of the ones that aren't aligned, that are just, I want my money. Let's not be naive. Like, someone's going to be farming and dumping the shit coins. At least it's in a sustainable way, or it's like, oh, he exited 50% of the underlying value of Shadow, and it went back. So emissions are they're sustainable in that sense, where X Shadow holders get to capture some of the value the protocol is creating. So to me, that's kind of a reward floor. And then the user exits a variable. You don't know how much somebody's going to exit. So that's additional rewards on top of the typical vote, the bribe vote system. And what's nice about our system, man, I'm taking shots here. I'm going to get real close to the camera. A lot of these freaking VE33s, they like to say, man, my VE NFT is liquid. I can go on a market and trade it.
Right.
And that's the biggest bullshit I've ever seen in my life. It's a pseudo market. Okay? It's not a real market. If I wanted to sell my assets at a set price every time, you can't. And size matters too. If I'm trying to sell fucking $5 million NFT, and this goes out to Billy. This is especially to Billy because Billy talks about this all the time. He has like, he used to have $500,000 NFT. I don't know how much it is, but he used to say to me, "Oh man, I can go on PaintSwap and sell that now." No, you can't.
Right.
The size is too big. You have to split the NFT. Stop LARPing. You cannot sell it. Okay, with X Shadow, it's in the UI. You can put $100 million. It's a contract that does it. The contract can't say, it's not a good deal. Not a good deal.
I'm gonna tell you something. Like, cause I got some homies still in NFTs. Like, you see what happened with Pudgy Penguins. We're probably going to see a cycle of this on Sonic, where like all the top NFTs are just going to launch tokens.
Yeah,
that's exactly what's going to happen. It's actually not a terrible idea because, like, I mean, honestly, I've made money on NFTs and stuff, but mostly lands and shit. But like, but you know, NFTs are, and it's horrible. It's like unless you have like the hottest thing during a time where it's like neutral to good or really great. Like during the bad times, you get just destroyed. I mean, you'll lose 90% on it. There's almost no like, hint ecologist. Some of the collections, but like there's going to be because like eventually look, Pudgy Penguins basically proved right. Like, all right, cool. You know, we launched on Walmart. We launched this, a successful token. I mean, Pudgy Penguins has a chance of going to like 60 to 100 billion. Even though it doesn't do shit really, but it's just because it's like name brand. So then people will be like, oh, let's do one for ETHROX. Let's do one for fucking Bitpunks. Let's do one for whatever the Bored Ape Yacht Club or whatever, right? And then every other NFT is going to be trying. I mean, I think that's going to be one of the big waves. It's just the NFT wave is just converting. Like, it's almost like right now we're in an NFT AI wave right now. Where like these NFT, I mean, they're just meme coins. Like, they don't really do shit. Like these AI, I mean, most of these chatbot shits that they're doing is fucking. They don't do anything really. Not really. Oh, I mean, sure, you can look into a Twitter account maybe, but like not really.
Yeah, a lot of it's chat GBT rappers. I think Danny's doing something cool on top of that. But no, it's a rush. Like, okay, man, AI's in. How can I get NFTs in that? How can I Yo, I'm being told to say some things. First of all, derp.
Yeah.
That's a sick token. And the word derp. Second of all, I was told to say fuck Sui. So I'm cool with that. I have no issue saying that. But me chirping lock baggies who have like 4-year locks and say, yo, I can sell my 7-figure NFT right now. No, you can't. I'm coming for you guys too. But no, like, so you claim your shadow through the wallet. Okay, so if you have our shadow, you can move it to any address you want for now because that's completely transferable, super chill. Right. So if you want your X shadow on a wallet, move our shadow now because once you get that X shadow, it's cooked. And
you mean it's stuck on the wallet that it's on?
Yeah. It's non-transferable. Like it's our design.
Pause. Yeah.
We took super pause. We took the LARP out of it. We said, listen, man, you guys aren't really trading these NFTs. So we said, listen, we'll make it non-transferable. Focus all our liquidity on shadow. That's where you really get in and out. And stop the LARP. Stop the cap. Your 7-figure 4-year locked NFT is not selling. All these projects, 90% of these 4-year lock projects, zero. So protocols are happy. Like we locked these guys for however long. Fuck it.
So okay, so what's how long is your lock versus the competitor's lock? on shadow? Because I know you were like, because I know you're super against long locks.
Yeah, I don't like to call it a lock, but it's a pseudo lock kind of because you're permanently in this position unless you act on it, right? But we're really trying to kill the lock terminology. But at max 6 months, you want to exit your position 1-to-1 6 months. If you're like halfway through and you're like, fuck, I can't make it 6 months. I need this money now. You can just claim it right then, and whatever time that has elapsed, that's where the penalty's at, right?
Yeah.
You just do it right then. So,
and what about like say I'm LPing, right? Because I see that question. Somebody like, let's just say I'm LPing, and I decide to like earn it in X. Does that also have like a 6 month unlock as well that I have to like how is
there's no unlock until you start it. There's no vest until you start it. You vest to exit. So you just hold X shadow. So the way it works is second you vest, you can't vote, you can't get any of the rebases, you can't get any of the rewards, basically, right?
It's like I'm holding the token, but it's not. I haven't used it yet.
Yeah, you're not getting any so you have to stake the X shadow for rewards. But I'm saying once you vest, once you choose to vest, once you start the vesting process, that's it. No rewards for you, right? So it's not like you're still milking the system. So
right,
get X shadow. It doesn't do anything until you stake it for rewards or
you convert it.
Choose to vest to get it liquid so you can sell. So those are kind of like your options.
So how do you okay, so let's just say I decide like I'm LPing, right? I'm doing goggles to Phantom or like swap Phantom, right? Oh my god, all this money. And I just like, oh my god, the APR is incredible on X shadow. So I just claim it in X shadow.
Yeah.
What stops the person from just converting it right away into shadow?
Nothing. They can.
Like is there no penalty
instant
at all?
exit. So if you were just like instead of doing the instant exit with the claim of shadow, you claimed X shadow and then still did instant exit. It's the same process. You just did 2 transactions instead of 1. There's nothing. It's your X shadow. You want to vest. You want to instant exit. You want to yeet it into X33 so it's liquid. All you. Like that's the thing that I like about shadow. You can play it how you want to.
Right.
That first few week epochs are I always fuck up epochs packs. I don't give a crap.
Wouldn't that mean there's no point in collecting it in regular shadow? It's always better to collect an X shadow and do the extra
yeah, like if you have long-term commitment to shadow, yeah, that makes sense. If you're just trying to get my rewards exit, then get shadow. But if you are going to be using this platform for longer than 6 months and you're actively, there's no reason not to.
Right.
Like it's more yield, right? So that's kind of the whole decision making, right? Like
right.
More ownership flows to the users that value it the most, right? You don't value X shadow, you're not going to use it. If you're not like if you're voting, it flows to the people that actually want to actively participate, and it benefits actively participating. Like
so those votes obviously. So people don't know when you vote on something like Equalizer or something like Shadow, you're voting on one of the pools, and then they get the emissions of the extra shadow, basically. But then there's extra juice on top of it, where people like, well, then it's this whole game of like, if I'm Goggles, I'm like, I'm going to give $10,000 this week for rewards.
Yeah,
and then you're like, you'll get some shadow, but then you'll also get that $10,000 proportionate to how much percentage of the vote you have or whatever. Basically.
Yeah. No, exactly.
Oh, I mean, I love it, man. I mean, that's fucking cool. I mean, I'm definitely aping. I'm definitely LP.
Yeah, we really stripped down any sort of like, I hate to call it grift, but a lot of exchanges have a little bit of grift. I hate to say it. And we really pushed it towards users. Like there's a lot of pieces of the pies. I'm going to compare to Camelot, right? 100% of fees don't go to token holders, right?
Yeah.
It's like 5%. A lot of projects, they take the fees. Anyways, like they're just not fully aligned with users. Shadow users, Shadow team, same boat. We have X Shadow. We're all looking for the same thing. Fees go to the right places. Everything's aligned incentive-wise. Everyone's happy. Token holders, LPs, traders. Everyone's like, I'm getting my fair share worth. So then now everybody's acting together towards the benefit of the protocol. And when you have a system like that, where nobody feels like they got fucked over,
Right.
or they're not getting as much as someone else, or even fucked over in the sense where the access to the incentives is unfair and restrictive. And what I mean by that is I have to lock a shitcoin for 4 years just so I can get normal fucking yield on the token is unfair. That's unfair access to rewards. Like, it's on the protocol side for you to lock 4 years. And God knows if the guy will give a shit in 4 years. I will give a shit in 4 years. But that guy
that is a real thing. It's really hard to find like there. I mean, fuck, man. The Cardano founder, man, just seems like he's phoning it in, bro. At this point, like, I don't even know what he's doing. Charles Hopkinson and shit. Like, and I like Charles, but like, he's lately just said some fucking stupid shit where I just look at him like, God damn, bro. Like, you've been sipping too much on that fucking, like, on that fermented fucking yak milk in Mongolia or whatever, man. Whatever. It's fucking up your brain cells, brother. But like, and I like Charles, but like, he thinks he's Slick Willie right now, man, taking shots and shit. But like, so what time on the 15th is it 00 UTC time or like?
Okay, so that's the epoch flip. So for sure, the token's going to be out. Like, the token's going to be emitting rewards by then. So 000 on Thursday, token's emitting rewards.
Wow.
I don't know the exact date and time. I think there'll be more clarity closer. There's definitely going to be some anti-bot stuff, at least until it's on the UI. We might even like increase fees and stuff. For normal users, that's fine. Because like you're getting the tokens you want. For the bots that are like waiting for the event where the liquidity gets added, they instantly fuck it over. You're gonna get fucked probably.
Yeah.
But we're like, I don't know. I think our team's really talented. I saw a comment saying like outsource devs. I don't wish, but no, our team's really, really talented. I haven't been this confident like for both front end and back end. I think.
Yeah,
a lot.
I mean, what they're asking you is how many Indian developers do you have on the team? How many H1B developers? How many TIE developers do you have on the team? I'm wondering. How many diversity do you have on the team?
Okay, I will say all devs are American and European. But in race wise, I think like some people are French. I think some.
Oh wait, hold up. Well, French? Oh no, wait, hold up.
Yeah, I know. That seems bearish, but they're talented. Some people are like from Peru. Like I'm pretty black. Like we got a different set of people, you know, some Middle Eastern types, but we're all Americanized English speaking developers. If that matters.
There we go. That's what I want to hear. Yeah.
We speak English. We understand English. We're in normal time zones. Someone asked a North Korean thing. You can ask somebody about like say something negative about North Korea and they just have to leave. So I'm still here. I'm allowed to say negative stuff about North Korea. But no, good team. Very, very solid team.
When you said America, this is all I thought.
Fuck ISIS! Fuck terrorists! Fuck turbans! Fuck everybody! I hate all you motherfuckers! We're fucking Americans! That means nobody fucking stops us! We want our dick sucked, we get our dick sucked! That's what an American does! Ask the fucking pilgrims! Fuck 9/11! Fuck 9/11! It'll never happen again! We're America! You don't ever have to be afraid again! Fuck Obama! Fuck them all! We're Americans, you son of a bitch! Grab your guns! Go shoot somebody!
It's the NWO, it's the takeover, baby. Shit, man. We're taking Greenland, we're taking Canada, I'll take fucking Puerto Rico, we're taking northern Mexico, we're fucking going all the way down to Panama too, man. We're taking this whole shit out. It's gonna be all the America, man. All North America, from Panama all the way to the fucking sunny Isles, man. Like, I've been to Greenland, it's not that green, but still.
No, not at all. One of our devs is watching and he said, "Don't tell people we're French." Apparently that's bearish, but he's in America, so bro, I don't know how French he is.
do you know who Myron from Fresh and Fit is?
Yeah, of course, brother.
Yeah, okay. He is to the Jews like I am to the French. I be shitting on French 24 fucking bro. They keep proving me right, bro. Like what's this whole Denmark shit, right? It's a squabble between United States and Denmark. Sell us it or fucking pay up money to fucking defend it, because basically you're not defending it and you're letting fucking Chinese and Russian encroach on Greenland for the trading routes and shit. If not, sell us it or make them independent, and then we'll do a contract with Greenland. And then France over here, France over here fucking talking all tough and shit. And I was like, with what army, motherfucker? With what army? Like, with what? He's like, the Europe, like I literally saw some retard say NATO's going to get your ass. We completely fund NATO. NATO is the United States military. 80% of the budget of NATO is the United States. 14% is fucking Canada. We fund the whole fucking thing. Like, bro, I'm sorry. I love French people. I hate the French government. The fucking retards. Like, I really do. The moment Ledger put they were based out of France, I know they were cooked. Magically, their emails got hacked. Magically, they're putting laws on Ledger. Like, this is why we've been pro Treasure this entire time. Bro, man, fuck the French. Faggots.
Okay, I have no issues with French people, but I will say Gandhi, the domain provider's French. Holy hell, I had a horrible experience with them. Like a lot of DeFi projects are based on the same shit. Like it could be a fork or something.
Yeah.
So we're using Gandhi, and they took down our site when it had like 10 million TVL because there was another project that had similar token names. And I had to call France like for 24 hours, like multiple times. And the only time it got fixed, I had to call their American side. Be like, what the fuck's going on here?
So
the
only
French
the
were
Americans
horrible.
and the French side were working.
Yeah. The French people were like gaslighting me. They were going off like, you copied this project. You running the same crypto project. I don't know. Anyways, I have no issues with French people. I think they're awesome. We have a lot of French. We're a French speaking country. I speak some French, so
not for long.
I love them. I might go to America soon, man. Who knows?
Yeah, man. I mean, you're gonna be American soon. What are you talking about? Oh, bro, when I tell you, bro, I love what I do for a living, bro. I really do, bro. I really do. Like, fuck, man, we have the best shit in I love what we do, man. Like, I know there's there's different stacks. Either there's people developers, onboarders, they're this, or they're just managing their own portfolio. But goddamn, crypto's incredible once you're in.
100%.
It is a little hard sometimes to get in, though. I understand it. If you're from but that's every industry. But imagine how hard it's going to be in 15 years when they start putting fucking we're in the Wild West right now where you could just be a fucking anybody and just jump in and you're in. Like, imagine in 15 years. Like right now, if you look at TradFi right now, TradFi is getting cucked right now because basically you got popular fucking people saying you're a fucking retard learning how to code right now. Why? AI is going to fuck you already. You're fucked already. Which I don't think that's actually correct in crypto, but I would say in general, it might actually be a waste of time to learn how to code outside of crypto.
I think you should still learn the code, but if you're just surface level coding, I'm gonna learn one course,
right?
You're cooked. You're not gonna beat ChatGPT. But
no, I'm still recommending it. But that's what that's actually the main consensus. We're why even going to this field? What's the point?
Yeah. No,
what's the point? What's the point? Obviously, I like to do due diligence. I think it's smart to be able to okay, what is it? I mean, you don't have to be the main developer, but you're all right, let me at least kind of check my developer's not fucking me over somehow. Let me double. And you still are going to get you're still going to get your contract code checked anyway, just in case.
Yeah. I think I've been in the space long enough that I think my people skills are pretty good. I don't know. I've worked for other crypto. I've worked for a crypto AI company that's done pretty big, and I don't know. I'm a really good gauge of character. I think I can see bullshit pretty well. I fired a guy, one of my best homies, crypto wise.
Oh, dang.
And he worked for us, and I was like, "Yo, brother, you're done. You're finished. We're still friends though, but yeah, you gotta go, brother."
Yeah,
it's not working out. A crypto homie, I wouldn't hire my real life homies, but crypto homie.
It's tough. Yeah, it was I mean, obviously, I don't want to delve too deep, but you think it was more work effort versus just
definitely,
skills? Yeah,
definitely work effort. He has the skills, but he's one of those guys that just disappear for a month. It's okay. It happens all the time. We've had some rocky, some people that are kind of weird, but I'm so thankful for the team we have now. It's tremendous cookers. And every member of the team like has some ownership where they actually give a shit about the product. They actually use the product. And like, they have ownership of it. Like, fuck.
Yeah.
There's no, you know what I mean? They care about the product. They use it. They find stuff to fix before anyone else mentions it, right? And
Yeah.
I don't know. I've seen so many cases where someone could work. This is nasty work to me. And someone who's watching might know the reference here. But if you worked on something for 2 to 3 years and then you leave for a couple months and you see that it didn't do as well as what it was expected to do, and you're kind of like, I knew it. And you have zero ownership of it, where instead of like, fuck, man, I worked on that for 2 to 3 years. That sucks how this happened. And you're not motivated to cook more, but instead you didn't give a shit. You had zero ownership. You just kind of were along for the ride. And I think I found like a group of guys, a small group, where it's like, we all give a shit. We all wear different hats. Well, if there's a problem, we'll all do it or we'll fix it. And sometimes you end up with people stepping on each other's toes sometimes, but it's like a group of people that, fuck it, there's a problem, let's fix it. There's something we need to build, let's fix it. And the way it's come together and the way that this product will continue to perform and improve, it's going to be insane. I just want people to know the front end you see today is the worst it's ever going to be. It's going to keep getting better. The front end, even from last week, is ass compared to the changes we made now. So got a team that gives a shit, man. And I don't think there's a better user experience on Phantom for exchanges. I promise. If you're still watching this shit, it's been 2 hours. If you're still fucking watching this shit, load up all these exchanges, bunch of tabs, and try to do the same thing on all of them. Man, some of the shit I'm seeing, maybe it's because I've been using shadows so much. I just want to close the site. When you take 30 seconds to load your pools, when you take 30 seconds to load a graph, 2 minutes to do this or do that, like, you're not even building for Sonic. You did not think ground up, let's make this as streamlined as fast as possible. We had a front end that we could have built off of that had so much bloat just to accomplish like this simple thing. It might take a fucking 400 lines of code versus the shadow site now, which is like maybe 20 lines of code for the same fucking thing. And you bring that to Sonic and you think you're going to cook with a user experience that is not on par for the chain. Like, go on our docs. Like, the first thing we say is like, we built this for Shadow. We made it so that it's super fast. There's no polling when it comes to transaction receipts. Sonic's so fast it spits it out. And you got a bunch of people that don't give two shits about a product. They're porting it from their godforsaken network that didn't do good, and then they rebrand it, and then, I'm gonna create on Shadow.
You leave Arbitrum alone.
Yeah.
You leave Arbitrum.
You get what I'm saying. You get what? Arbitrum is just the Hyperliquid bridge right now. It's not looking good,
bro. What do you think about Hyperliquid, bro? Because I like everyone was hyping up like crazy, and then now like people figured out, it's one. There's like one dude that's the validator for the entire chain.
Yeah, like 4 of them. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my. I'll post a meme right now. I literally have it on my phone right now. Some guy was like, I think earlier today was like, I never thought I'd use this meme again, but I'm so glad we're cooking again.
Well, tell me it's the meme with the 3 guys. It's the same dev shit. Oh, I seen that one. Or it's like the whole team. It's a different guy. He does his hair differently. It's like, developer, marketer. It's him with just his hair down. Oh fuck, man.
Dude, here I'll show you. Like here, let me see. There's this one right here, right? Like I was gonna actually talk about this. If I didn't have a guest on, I was gonna talk about Instinct, technical analysis, order flow, quantitative finance, using your nuts. And actually, before that, it was Instinct underneath it, which is true. It's just like you just learn the game so much that you kind of just like you got a gut feeling and you just go for it, basically. But like, if I just go to here, right, like this one right here, look at that shit.
Fucking dirt.
Bro.
Just user experience, though, it is a lot better than what's out there perp-wise. Like,
yeah. I mean,
I just have to be execution-wise. Like, I still use my CEX, but on-chain is probably the best out there. It's a centralized order book. You're not going to outperform. I know Intent is cooking, Simio is cooking some UX improvements for their Intent system because I think they have more assets. Like you lose stuff. Like when you get better execution from a centralized order book. Yeah, exactly. So I think they're trying to bridge that. and make that a little bit more even.
What's
But
the
man,
what's the trilemma in college? Like good grades, sleep, have
yeah,
sex, pick
social
two.
life.
Pick two.
Yeah, sex is in social life. Yeah, exactly like
No,
that.
fuck social life, sex. Anyway,
It's the same thing. Who
No,
cares
I
about
see
me
guys
and
have
your
social life,
homie?
they have no sex.
Yeah,
Trust.
no bitches. Just no
Trust.
bitches, man. I'm dead. But no, it was a good airdrop, but it definitely cooked really like it. Some people might say it's a little bit overvalued, but it cooked, man. It's like the best launch you could ever conceivably have for anything. Like
For the hyper.
Yeah, it was insane.
Yeah, they had
token
I mean, they had a good launch because, like, I mean, but everything else has had such a bad launch. Like, fucking Scroll did. I mean, let me look real quick.
I mean, Scroll Launch was good for some people, man.
For some,
Look
but
at
I
some
mean,
of the
I didn't hear a lot of
airdrop
people.
guys. No, that's what I mean. Like people
DK
that
Sync was trash.
oh
Fuck.
man, don't talk to me about those.
Lena
guys.
was not that great. A Blast. Oh my god, they were hyping Blast for fucking ever.
Who's even in season 2? I don't even know who's on Blast season 2. ZK
I
Sync
don't even know what the fuck you're
sucks.
talking about right now.
Yeah, there's like a whole nother set of rewards. No one gives a fuck. ZK Sync sucks for me because I think because I was following that bullshit since 2021.
Yeah.
That like if I just hear about something.
Which one?
No, ZK Sync.
Oh,
like,
okay.
People were talking about it. I don't know since 2021. Like if I see a campaign like this is how it is now, I'll see the campaign. If it's worthwhile, I'll go there and milk them for a little bit. But ZK Sync was one of those. I can't remember what my thesis was, but there was like investments. I don't think it was like Metis where it's like Vitalik's mom, but there was something where I was like, oh, I'm going to pay attention. This is going to be a fat airdrop. And I LP'd through so many scams, VeloCorp, yada, yada, for months. I feel so justed by that one. I don't know why. ZK scam because they didn't give me money.
Yeah, they didn't give you money. You know the one too that like I knew Starknet was cooked along with some of the there's like Starknet and there's this other one on Bitcoin where they were woman led. That's all I needed to know. That's all when it was the woman leading the team. That's everything I mean, call me a misogynist if you will. Pattern. I recognize patterns. Like Theranos. A woman was leading the team. I knew it was cooked from the jump, bro. Like I think there's one of the main ones that I don't even know how this woman even got money, but like they funded her to make all these bridges between Bitcoin and shit, and nothing happened because why? I knew.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of grifts. You gotta dodge some landmines.
How'd you miss ZK, bro? Hella people didn't get it. Hella people, and people were trying.
Yeah, like what do you mean miss it, brother? I tried.
People
and
tried.
At some point, I gave up. I was like,
your shit got
this.
blacklisted. I promise you, your wallet got blacklisted. I don't know how. I don't know what the fuck's. I mean, maybe because you had your faces out there, and they're like, "Oh, fuck this. We only want to give money to avatars."
I'm fucking dead.
But no, I know tons of people who were doing the whole ZK thing, and then they didn't get shit. I mean, I really mean it. Like, they didn't get nothing at all. So, like, yeah. And both evidence.
Man, I want to maybe before we leave, I'll shout out some people. Shout out Ecologists, been around forever. Shout out 8-Bit Sam, who's in the chat. Shout out Dracula. Shout out. Okay, some of your guys' names are different from Twitter. Lady Mania from SwapX.
Shout out to them, yeah.
Yeah, shout out to everyone who participated, who's around.
Barter
I think
Town.
I recognize some of them. Yeah, Barter Town. Brother, we need you on our side. Whatever we got to do, buy some Phantom NFTs. Figure it out, Barter Town. You're a good community member. And yo, you should put the goggles on right before we end. I saw a comment saying that.
I'll do it right now. Bro. And Gucci goggles. Bro, I'm so pissed. We should have did this with Hex. It's even got the Hex gradient on it. God, bro, we fucked up on this one, but like,
but that was all community marketing too. Like people rallied behind it, like funerals, making pictures. I think the funniest shit was when it was near 50 cents price and they were posting 50 cent everywhere, just constantly. Him with goggles and shit. Oh yeah, you're looking good, brother.
Oh, bro, man, it's sick, dude. These are actually really cool.
I'm not skiing again after I hurt my knee. Never again. But if I did, I would get that for sure.
I mean, they're pretty cool, man. Actually, I was surprised how light they are. They were I thought they were gonna be way heavier. Actually, I was a little surprised by that. But man, dude, I can't wait for fucking Shadow. It launches in T-minus 7 days. 7 days, man. 7 days from now. We'll definitely be talking about that during the Crypto Mindset meetup with the VIPs and everything like that, man. We're having this huge Vegas convention / party for the next 3 days. It's going to be January 16th, 17th, and 18th. The VIP tickets are sold out. If you want in, too bad. But general admission tickets are available right now. They're $450. They're going to be available up until January 15th. So if you want to come by, come by, man. The main event's going to be on the 17th, but we're going to be hanging out all day on the 18th as well. Gambling, doing a bunch of shit. Open bar. It's going to be a really great event space and stuff we're doing as well and stuff. So it's going to be a ton of fun, man. Just go there, man. It's available. We're leaving it open as long as possible. It is +1, as long as it's significant other, your side piece, or your lady friend. If it's two bros, I don't know. Charlie said he'll trust but verify. You're like, yeah, no cucks allowed. No cucks allowed. That's right. That's right. Oh yeah, my boy Wally Sorry said he's bringing his boyfriend, and we're gonna like, all right, you're gonna take a Jello shot off of his fucking stuff, motherfucker. Bring a dude. But we have a big ass open bar. Drink like a fish. You don't have to. You don't have to be 21 to go. But Vegas is funner if you're 21. But it is 18 and over. And the event right now is like it's already larger than the last event. We're gonna have tons of like guest people showing up to the event and stuff. So it's gonna be sick. We also have like before the groups have been made already. Links. Make sure to check out your emails, you guys. But we're having a huge like a 3-hour event where you can learn how to play blackjack, roulette, and craps. We're professional dealers and stuff. No money. No, you don't have to pay no money. They'll give you chips, and you'll actually learn how to play, which is really cool. So you don't get hustled on the fucking strip and lose all your cash. But it's gonna be really fun. And from there, the main event starts, and afterwards, we're gonna go out and hit the town and stuff and have a lot of fun. The next day, we're gonna have a big brunch, as well as we've rented out Cigar Lounge. We're gonna be at the Cigar Lounge for a good chunk of the day, get to talk, do kind of in-person consults with people, and then afterwards, hit the town again. It's gonna be great. The VIPs already know what we're gonna do. With VIP days on the 16th, it's all day. All day. We're riding sports cars. We're running Lambos, Ferraris, Lamborghinis. We're gonna be racing around the racetracks and shit. We're going to go private shows. We're going to be going from party bus to party bus, fucking open. Bro, it's going to be sick. We're going to be, I don't know how my liver's going to survive, but we're going to do it somehow. Goggles stay on, ladies and gentlemen. Goggles stay on.
Fuck, should grab some ski goggles.
So for you guys who want to follow, $24, Twitter's down below, as well as the actual link to the website for Shadow as well. So
yes, please try it. Please try it.
So any last thoughts?
Nothing. Just be ready the 15th. Sonic incentives are going live soon. So if you were kind of like on the fence or worried or anything like that, it's definitely a good time to look into the ecosystem. And yeah, just be excited, man. There's going to be and feel confident in your positions. There's like a lot of good stuff coming, a lot of good, factors or
any trash meme. And let's make it a little spicy before we leave. What's a trash meme coin versus because some meme coins don't look like they're converting very well over here. I think Goggles is a great one. People are shitting on Escoat right now. I don't know what's going on there. Who the fuck knows?
I think meme coins are not going to be like uppy until there's like a CEX. Like we even encountered some issues where, like I explained earlier in the call, where like the dynamic fees weren't performing as well as we thought, and like we looked into it, and it was like, oh, this asset's like depegged, and we increased the fees, like bracing for an arbitrage, like as dynamic fees should do, right? And it was like, oh, there's no arbitrage coming, or like there's not quite that activity on the network yet, right? So it's not like you can't see meme coin proliferation until that type of stuff is settled.
Yeah,
like direct access to
incentive layer. The incentive layer. Yeah. And I've told my guys this too, because like almost every launch of an L1 is usually pretty bearish, because people, especially if there's a pre-existing token, people like, I don't know what to do. So you know what? I'll just sell it and I'll buy it when it's like converted. People are selling tokens. That's what happens.
Like think about it. Like forget the whole open interest stuff.
Yeah.
You're just a user. I have a fuck ton of Phantom. Oh, I have to go on this site. I have to wait for this date. I have to go to do this, to migrate. You know what people do instead of migrating? It's very common all across crypto. I'm not going to migrate. I'm just going to sell.
Yeah.
You saw it in the meme coins too.
Mm-hmm.
And then guess what? They're going to come back. Oh, shit's ready. I'm back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So don't stress too much about price action. There's a lot of CX stuff. In terms of like network activity, incentives come, that stuff starts to cook. I personally am more biased because I'm in group chats where I'm seeing this stuff unfold, where I know this stuff's coming, and I know this is coming on this day or this is happening. So I can confidently be like, yeah, man, this is a cook. Just if you at the bare minimum, if you want incentives for your like assets, like it's a cook.
So are your pools all going to be 50-50 pools, or are you going to have kind of like sort of different like 70-30 pools?
Ratios? So CL, like ratios on that change. You can do single-sided even just to like as a limit order. And it depends on, you know, where your range is. So the ratios can kind of be off. But no. Typically 50-50 for all our legacy stuff. And concentrated liquidity does vary, but it's not like a balancer type of, basket 20%, 80. I think balancer will still cook for that type of stuff, as well as staked Sonic too. We're going to have a shit ton of staked Sonic as well. We're going to provide emissions to it. But I think just to start, definitely a lot of incentives for stables. I think that's where you get a lot of the, traditional big whale liquidity is like, oh, I can earn more on my stable assets. It's like, it's completely EV, like plus EV, plus EV. It's like earn more here.
Just careful with looping. Just careful with looping, you guys, because
yeah. So I spoke to them about it. They're not allowing any loop bullshit, any LRT loop bullshit, because that killed Scroll. Like people wait for Aave, limits to increase. They got like a bot for it, and they loop extra, and it's like fuck. I don't have my hand in my dick.
They take up all the TVL. They crowd it, and then all the rewards are going to some people, and they're just dumping it. And it's just
they got most of the airdrop, and it's like, oh, I don't have my hand on my dick, staring at the screen any second for more Aave fucking loops.
Right.
So no, I've talked to them. I'm sure other people have talked to them. Really smart team, honestly. Head of DeFi is a genius. Like, worked for other networks as well. Is a user as well. That's one thing I stress, man. So many people get hired that don't use crypto, that don't use this shit. So, like the people that designed the Sonic airdrop program, they would be a user taking advantage of the Scroll shit on Scroll. Like when I brought up Scroll, I was like, yo, what the fuck are you gonna do? People are looping their shit. He's like, man, no way. And he broke it down to me. So I'm confident in the team. I hate to sound really moon boy. Maybe it's because I interact with the team more, so there is some bias now. But I don't think I've ever been this confident, like for Sonic's team overall.
That's fucking awesome. But one thing I do appreciate about you too is that you also kind of splash some cold water on yourself because on that whole thing too, because like I that's to your experience in the market, because imagine yourself first cycle you're in ever, and then you that much behind the scenes, like how retardedly long you would have been, which is like really like, and that's sort of the thing too, is like, having a little bit of a strategy and just taking, like, I mean, anytime if you take a snapshot, holy fuck, I hit this big milestone, take some fucking profit, dudes. Yeah, and so it's so ridiculous on the shorts with these goggles on saying this, but like if there at any point you're like, click to the actual like, wow, look, my portfolio just hit $100,000 or $1 million. Incredible time to take some profits. Immaculate 100%. Time to take some profits.
It never fails. Anytime you're screenshotting, telling family members, take something out.
If your mom's not in now, don't tell her later. If your mom's my mom's in. My mom's in, actually, believe it or not.
Get her in at the low.
Oh no, she got the low. I mean, I got her in the 20s and stuff, but then she anyway, I'm not. I better not.
You don't have to. But learn to love selling. Anyone who's watching this, learn to love selling. Overall, your losses from perceived gains that you might have missed out infinitely is just a lot lower than profit losing, because that shit can really go to nothing. You can't be mad with locking in profit, but you can really kick yourself in the ass if you let something go down 99 or 90% or 80. Like you're the goal, you're the product. I don't know how to explain this. Let me land here. That money, like you investing in this shit, invest in yourself. You're the investment. It's time to sell and get yourself some shit, man. You know, fuck, you want to do a personal trainer? Go ahead, man.
Yeah.
You want to pay for your meals? Go ahead. Don't trap yourself where you have, and then I hate to go for Billy again because he's like a case study. Don't trap yourself in a 4-year lock that has appreciated to 7 figures and never take profit. Be careful, man. Billy's time to let it go, man. Billy's time to do something different, bro.
Damn, man.
If you knew Billy, you get why I'm trying to talk to him this way, man.
I mean, I know Hexicans, bro. You don't need to tell me nothing. I completely understand you, bro. We all have no, I'm not shitting on Billy here, but like we all have our fucking moon boys and shit, and like
no, but he being a moon boy is probably how you got that big of a position where like
correct.
all in on
Absolutely.
something, right?
Absolutely correct.
But it's time, Billy, take some shrooms, go to the woods, really think about your positions. I swear shrooms are the biggest ego check. Hear me out. You're holding a bunch of dog shit. You ever take shrooms? You'll look at that shit so different. You're like, boo. I'm holding a token that says boo. Sell. I swear to God, that happened to me. I'm speaking the truth.
Oh, like you had like a prophetic moment or whatever?
Yeah,
or
I don't do shrooms often, like every 3-4 years, something like that. And I did it. And for some reason, I ended up on my computer and I was on D-Bank, whatever the fuck it was.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, what the fuck am I holding?
Yeah.
I'm like, some shit called Boo, some shit called Tomb, some shit called.
Well, Tomb was so obvious. Like, Tomb's obvious, bro. I mean, come on, bro. Like,
it's time to let go. It's time.
Yo, Harry, how bad did Harry drop the ball, bro? Holy fuck, bro. He was posting on his Instagram of some chick he picked up on his yacht and shit that he was gonna marry, and then the chick on his Snapchat / Instagram said, "I'm not gonna marry you." After they had they spent all this money and did all that, bro. It was like I felt so bad, bro. It was like, what are you doing posting this shit, dude? This is
I thought it was a joke, but it was real. I think he was real. I think he's lost it. I don't know if you've seen his tweets.
Well,
I messaged him all the time.
That rich and that. I mean, he's just what's that thing is like your friend's rich when he's DJing, like the dude's actually just creating these giant festivals for like a chain that nobody uses at all. Like he has an L1 or an L2 or whatever. I think it's an L1 and like Life 3. Like who? I don't know a single person who uses it. Absolutely not a person outside of just like has some legacy shit and like
not at all.
Yeah, and then also they've hidden allegedly hidden the places where you could sell it. So you try to sell it, you couldn't sell it unless I had to click around websites multiple times, different links to find the actual swap to actually find was liquidity to sell it. To actually sell the tokens. Oh, fucking hilarious, dude.
They hid the swap page. I'm dead.
They hit the swap page, and I found it. Like you can find it, but you have to be. I mean, literally, it's like you're entering some fucking warp page on fucking like Pokemon, like do ho tower, trying to fucking figure out how to fucking sell the token.
Man. He took some L's though, man. He bought a lot of bullshit. Like he'll just like there'd be like a supreme shit coin. I don't even remember Shiba Phantom. Literally just Shiba. But Shiba Phantom, like supreme shit coin. Harry comes in. I'm going to buy it all. I'm going to build the biggest wall on Phantom. I'm going to buy all the shit. Anyways, this is not a Trump impression, but he just buys shit. He's like, I'm going to take this over. And he took so many L's. Like that BTC Miami thing he bought. Well, has there been another one? A lot of the shit coins he took over. Has there been more coming out of there?
There's still Bitcoin Miami.
Okay. Not the main one. The one he bought. He bought like a side.
Oh, okay. Then I don't know. Then yeah, maybe.
Yeah, exactly. It's gone. So he's spending millions. I think he was bleeding, dude. Too. Like he's just so passionate.
I wonder how much he's making off his hedge fund because supposedly like all his wealth really comes from like he manages like $3 billion or some shit. That's where like all his money comes from, unless it's his money, like or some shit. But like, who the fuck knows? That could be a total lie. Like,
who knows, man? It could be some guy from Kazakhstan. Who fucking knows whose money it is?
Yeah. But with that, man, you guys, my next stream will be on Friday. I'm going to be having blockchain ecologist on. Definitely check that shit out, man. This guy's probably got the most, bro, only a million token supply, only a million tokens on the token, man. Have big ass airdrop, really community led. I really like the token. It's cool. Definitely, man. As well as I'll have Dracula and I'll have the guys out there too as well. I'm gonna have a bunch of Sonic people on and stuff, you know. It's gonna be funny, like looking at this stream like a year from now and being like, "Holy shit!"
It's gonna be a cooker, bro.
Yeah,
we obviously Phantom Talk is taking over the interviewing stuff. But I don't know. I feel like Austin FTM Alert left like a big hole.
No, they did. I mean, Phantom Alerts and stuff. I mean, like they would be. I know why Beavis left because of he left because of he did the Reaper thing. Oh, not Reaper. Well, I don't know, whatever, like Codex now or whatever the fuck it is now.
Yeah, but he left because of Coda. He's like,
there was something about he was doing his project, and then like Grain, and at some point he was like, he left because he's like, I don't want to get in trouble by being on a show talking about prices and stuff or something. I mean, you guys were on the show together. You would know more than me. Like,
I don't know. I'm glad. All I'm gonna say is I'm glad for you, Corval, and Drac, like filling that hole for sure, man.
Yeah, I'm trying my best, but but it's hard because sometimes it's like you're better off not reporting on some stuff because it's just like you'll get people into like, wow, this coin looks cool, and then like, oh, it's gonna be destroyed. Oh, it's gone. Well, you lost all your money. Like, and so like that's the hard part is like figuring out like
100%.
Like, because I found goggles pretty early, and then I waited a little bit to see like, all right, okay, I think this one's gonna make it. Maybe all right, let's go. Because like dude, like, oh my god, dude, like in the Hex community, man, we had a smart guy who's had like a project before. He launched there was some contract code error, and there was 1,900 Ethereum lost.
I might have heard of that.
I might have actually heard of that. And bro, they just cooked our fucking ecosystem. I mean, like the Hex ecosystem got cooked. Not just from like everyone, like, oh my god, bro, it was so embarrassing, dude. Like, it was, and I know that's not his intention, but like, god damn, dude. And he's, and then everyone's like, because I was talking about French people, he's also French, so people just like instantly were like tagging me, like, yo, another Frenchman. But he's a good guy, it's tough. It's just like when sometimes you can't figure out like the tokenomics are infinite. Like there's no flaw. It'll up only. What's the flaw? Demand. If you can't figure out like, oh, this is infinite. Like this shit's gonna go crazy forever. Where's the flaw? I can't find the flaw in the fundamentals. Where's the flaw? Demand and volume. There you go.
Yep.
That's what it is. Yeah. And but anyway, man, thank you so much for coming out. And I'm still supporting. I still like N2, man, but like, hey, you guys, it's a fucking low cap meme coin. Remember, it's a low cap. It's literally at like it touched what $11-13 million. It's crashed down to like 1.7 because it just got taken over by the community from the devs. So like, bros, be careful. But I'm gonna buy some right here because why not? It's so dirt cheap. Why not? I'll buy more. But
it's such a funny meme, man. I like when people put effort in their videos and stuff. Yo, quick question: is Myron on Sonic? What's he doing? Is Tate on Sonic?
Yeah. Well, I don't know about Tate. I don't know. He's in a lot of coins. I don't think he's on that, but he might be. But I know he's heavy in Solana. The Tates are heavy on Solana, and they're heavy over there on their own. But like ever since they launched their own token, they've mostly been focusing on that, really. But they're basically tokenizing their essentially their like not war room, but they're like real world and stuff. And I don't think it's a bad token, but it's just a token. Like I feel like you're only going to make money in it if you're just spending your whole day in that chat. Because like if you're not like, and there's also tiers. Is like if you're like a high level guy who spends all day and they're helping people, you get upgraded to a certain level and you get discounts. And then so like you're like they're just in the know, right? So like I call it informational disadvantage. Like I'm at an informational disadvantage because I'm not in that group and I'm not like spending all day in the chat. I'm gonna get cooked. I'm gonna get cooked, and I'm gonna get cooked on the token probably. Not knowing. So, but I think it's probably still pretty good if you're really, really deep in it and stuff like that. And two, what was the other one? Like, yeah, Myron mostly holds like Ethereum, and he has some other coins, but like he likes keeping a lot of his other stuff on private. Like Fresh has a lot more coins and stuff. Yeah, shout out to Fresh, BBC gang, we up. But like, yeah, he's got. I mean, we just got him. He bought a bunch of Sui pretty cheap and stuff, and then like he's got a nice little run up on that. We're getting him into some AI tokens and shit like that. So like, Fresh is much more degenerate than Myron. Myron likes playing more safety plays, but like he throws in big. He throws in big numbers and stuff. So like when you see him on YouTube showing like his wallet, that's just like a side wallet, you know, like he, you know, like yeah.
Yeah, that's good to hear, man. That's good.
Yeah,
to
man.
hear.
We're all finna bridge, you guys, man. So thank you so much, you guys, and.
Yeah, this isn't your dad's XRP blockchain technology. This is Nigga Chain AI Layer 2, nigga. Nigga Chain. Nigga Chain, the first AI Layer 2 blockchain built on Solana by niggas for niggas. LLM, lot of little money's technology. Proof of nigga entry scan system. Nigga detection software. Dynamic bag chaser 1 billion TPS. Nigga Chain. Yeah, I'm finna bridge.